You usually are.
Hey, what's going on? It's the Redeye stream number 180. News and another open mic night. I'll be throwing the hangout link out there here in a few minutes. We're going to get it started, though. I got Sherardi.
I'm
Jensen
throwing it on
here.
Twitter.
And what do you like to go by? Should I just... Okay,
you can call me Chris. Just call me Chris. Just call me Chris.
And MC just jumped in. How you doing, MC? We're going to start with the first story here. Mysterious hole shooting out flames in Arkansas stumps officials. We've ruled out Satan. Well, that's good. I'm glad you ruled out Satan as the cause.
I haven't.
Quinn says he farted.
It was me. I'm sorry, guys. I farted. I lit it on fire, and it came out in Arkansas. I apologize.
I was gonna say necromancer's butts look kind of weird then.
No, it's Hillary coming out of the ninth layer of hell. She was visiting her father.
They've ruled out Satan.
No, that's the cover-up. Hillary visited her father in the ninth layer of hell, and she's returning. That's the reason why the fire happened.
That sounds like fake news.
No, it's not.
All right. As long as I'm not roboting or anything.
You're not.
Okay, cool. For 40 minutes, a small hole in the ground sprayed a 12-foot flame uncontrollably before finally coming to a halt.
You're roboting.
Fire.
You're roboting.
He roboted past it.
Okay.
Okay. Am I done roboting?
No, you are not.
I am so tired of this shit. I'm going to F5.
Well, F.
So, MC, since you're a resident geologist here, where's the fire in the ground coming from?
Did I become a geologist?
You're a scientist.
Get on with it already.
All right. No, I'm back, and hopefully I'm not roboting. I just shut the window because obviously I had too many tabs open. For 40 minutes, this flame shot out of the ground, and they have no idea why.
Probably hit a methane pocket.
So it was Jensen Quinn.
There you go. I told you. I've admitted it. No one's willing to believe me. Not my problem.
Told you to lay off the Boston baked beans, mate.
Hey, what can I say?
So good.
I had chicken tacos for dinner.
I had chili.
Ooh.
I have chili.
You should let your tacos combine.
Yeah, but what type of tacos were you eating? There's
Chicken and chili tacos? Dude, fish tacos are actually surprisingly good.
Chicken tacos.
Well, there's two types of fish tacos.
Not fish, you moron.
The good
Chicken.
tacos. The good fish tacos.
I know.
All right, so we've been on for less than 3 minutes, and we've already been derailed. You're welcome,
Well,
MD.
of course.
Okay. All right. Is it working now? I shut all my fucking tabs other than the chat.
You're roboting a little bit.
You are roboting all over the place.
We can actually hear you, but you're doing it a little bit.
Dodge, you're gonna robot. You might as well just get used to it.
It would work well for those fans of the roboting AMSR community. ASMR. That one.
Memes, you're roboting, so shut up.
Hey, I like robots.
There we go, Mr. Roboto. And everybody be quiet.
Dead air.
I'm chilling everything everywhere.
He's going to say something sooner or later, right?
Well, is it better now?
Just go. Don't worry about it.
Just go through.
I am
all right.
chilling your shit everywhere.
So you think they hit a methane pocket or something like that, MC? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's probably just methane coming out. There's a methane pocket that expanded. And okay, so what color was the flame?
Orange.
Yellowish orange.
So sounds like a natural gas / methane deposit.
Oh, so they're old dinosaur farts.
Or necromancer.
I'd say it was Magog.
He's kind of creepy.
One can only hope. I love Magog. He is awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Who's Magog again?
Magog and Morskar. Look him up.
Same question.
You do not know who Magog is?
I watched one of his videos and he looked like the opposite of the Crypt Keeper. He looked to be a very robust dead gentleman.
He just plays as a necromancer.
The best thing about watching Magog is Poe.
What?
Agreed.
Edgar?
Oh, no.
It's a skeleton bird they bought at a craft store.
Oh, I like those ones.
Anyway, what's your next story, Bad Todd? obviously, we're busy talking about somebody else on YouTube rather than
we're talking about necromancers and flatulence, so we should probably move on.
ACAP says, if you don't watch Magog, you're not living a healthy life.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Or unlife.
Necromancer for the win.
Well, bone spears are OP.
Oh, like that. Teeth, mate. That's the one you throw. Don't bother with
Oh, no, I maxed out Seeking Skulls. So, stories, or we'll just continue on talking about necromancy.
I can't think of anything good.
Mad Dodge, do you have another story?
Well, it's not like there was an explosive political conference, according to the Space Force News.
Oh, what happened on Space Force News?
Oh, Space Force News, they just clipped the 25-minute Republican press conference, the earlier one that basically had come out where I believe Chairman Grassley and a few other of the Republican members of the committee that reviewed the FBI's findings came out and basically said, we see no corroborating evidence, let's go on, and I believe they later said they're planning on trying and voting on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, the hearing should be it should be voted on Saturday, I believe. Once again, do you think the vote's gonna confirm Kavanaugh? Because I think it will.
People will be pissed.
From what I heard, it's 50-50 right now. Because there's quite a few Republicans that are thinking of not voting for him. But there are Democrats. There's like 6 or 7 of them that don't want to vote for him. Or are on the fence.
Well, there have also been recent...
Doku.
Oh, hey, Doku. But, well, there have also been articles come out in more of a kind of liberalish periodicals stating that this could actually be a boon for Republicans or something. I heard. What was going on with that?
Well, one thing that it has done is it's angered the Republican base. It's energized them into action.
They're going to make sure that they get out the ones that are obstructing Trump and everything he's trying to do.
Well, I mean, it could also be used in the end.
They also will make sure that Democrats don't get voted into office because everybody knows that they're being obstructionists. And I think the American people are getting sick and tired of that. That's why the walk away movement's gained so much traction.
We're not going to know what the result of this is going to be honest, from a political perspective until the freaking midterms actually happen.
Yeah.
Things are all over the place. You see people both for support and both against it, but to me it's immaterial because the reality is okay, you have a person who's been attacked with absolutely no corroborating evidence anywhere. There have been claims made and no one will come back and say, will validate that they saw those claims or that those that it fits within their timeline. The closest they've got is a quote unquote friend of Ramirez's who says, "Oh, I believe her." And that friend was one of Kavanaugh's roommates who claimed that, he thinks this happened and that he believes he's seen Kavanaugh that was blackout drunk because he's seen him come back stumbling in being drunk. Okay, well, that doesn't prove anything, number one. Number two is you're a well-known friend of Ramirez's. And number three, you came back and said you didn't witness anything. You said you heard from somebody else and you were trying to call other people who you may have heard it from. At which point my question is very simply, your somebody comes to you and tells you your college roommate.
Why is there multiple dragons and no dodge?
Why would you? No.
I ate
why
him.
would you? Why would you come? Why would you be there? Right? I mean, how is it that your roommate's with a guy? Somebody else tells you that your roommate whipped out his pecker at a party, and you wouldn't ask your roommate if he whipped out his pecker at a party? Did you really do that?
Is that the best post hangover thing to ask your buddy?
Also, there's the fact that
if you believed something,
you wouldn't have to ask
roommate was
like,
whipping out his pecker, I think you would want to know about it, wouldn't you? Wouldn't it be a question you would
Not my
ask?
pecker.
Oh my God, you guys are terrible.
there's also the fact that one of the girls said that she's been to 10 different parties, and then from the first one to the last one, she said she saw gangbangs happening. Now, why would she go there?
Well, to be fair, I believe when she was actually directly interviewed on that, some of those statements may have been modified.
She also said that she was out of high school going to a party that had kids ranging from 14, 15 to 25 years of age.
So she was drinking with kids underage.
Yeah, and that's a damning thing too.
Did she buy the beer?
I mean, let's be honest. You know for a fact that people who are underage got older people to buy the beer for them, for crying out loud.
Hey, mister. I mean, it's not like that was a thing. Oh my God, there's a gorilla here.
God damn it.
Smoking gorilla.
Oh God, shut the fuck up and get out of here, you stupid
welcome.
bastard.
Yo, you know damn well every time I show up, your pussy gets wet. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, we hit certain peaks right there, and that's how we say hi on the Redeye between certain individuals.
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? There's a bunch of shit going on today. Like, man, listen, dude, fucking I saw 3 or 4 different videos, and there's an article out about how these individuals were posting articles about fucking rape culture in local magazines and shit, and fucking peer-reviewed fucking things, pretending to be a fake college. Like they made up stuff about like a dog park where dogs were raping one another and how the dogs are picking up on human rape culture.
What?
Oh yeah, it was the promotion of was it the patriarchy within poodles?
Oh
yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's hilarious. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Kanye West tried to get Colin Kaepernick to meet with Donald Trump, and Kaepernick's people said that we don't understand why it is you think we need a dialogue. We're not interested in having a dialogue.
So what are they interested in?
On that, because you're exactly right, and that is the biggest problem. This is what I've been saying for a long time. You hear when all this crap began way back when the Black Lives Matter movement, when you saw it taking off with the whole Ferguson thing. Oh, we need to have a dialogue. We need to have a dialogue. This is what was being portrayed by all these news outlets. All right, ESPN especially, hounding it over. But as soon as somebody starts to go in there to actually have the dialogue, it's immediately shut down. They don't want to have a dialogue. They want to preach. They want to sit up there and tell you, you shut up and you listen to me, and here's what I've got to say. The one problem with all of that is this one fact. We've heard what you've said, okay? You're not saying anything that hasn't been said before. You're just repeating yourself to the point of ad nauseum, and the problem is you don't want to have a dialogue and listen to the other side now, because this is not just a one-sided issue. You don't want a solution, all right, unless it's your solution, which is I get something, you get nothing, you go back in your hole.
And also, nothing is doing is identity politics. And the identity politics is what's ruining everything. They don't want to hear a damn thing from anybody else. They just want to be the only ones that have free speech. Damn everybody else.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, welcome to fucking 2018. They're not interested in having a dialogue. They don't want to have a conversation about nothing. All they want to do is stand here and you know, just preach about their fucking bullshit and have something to bitch about. And they literally said, we're not interested in having a dialogue because if they have a dialogue, it might confuse black people and they'll end up voting Republican in the midterm elections.
The Liberal Party has been lying to minorities for over 100 years. They've been getting the black vote since the early 1900s, but yet they were suppressing the blacks with segregation, Jim Crow, and all that.
Well, actually, the population of African Americans started voting significantly in population wise. Right, and I'm not saying the majority. Right, back when the New Deal happened, where they were giving away free money, and it just carried that increase. There was a dramatic increase once the New Deal was passed, and then that increase carried over and culminated into the 1960s. All right, to the Democrats, to where now African Americans vote almost lockstep. 90% of African Americans will vote for Democrats. All right, now to an extent,
isn't that starting to change though, MC? And hopefully I'm not roboting now. I rebooted my whole modem, so
you saw a difference with the election of Trump, yes, but whether or not there's an actual change, you're not going to know that there's an actual change unless that trend continues.
Right? There is.
A single election isn't a trend. We'll see. You got a midterm coming up.
You're not going to be fucking up anymore?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you do have a lot more, I guess, for lack of a better term, African-American conservatives going on. I hate classifying different groups of Americans. How about we're just Americans? You know what I mean? It really fucking irritates me to have to.
I know that, but you kind of have to. You kind of have to do that because they've broken into all these groups already. And if you don't classify them in these groups, just saying that they're Americans doesn't really say much of anything.
And some people have special problems is the actual issue that you really run into. I mean, you think about the fact that, black neighborhoods have 77% of their fucking kids are born outside of wedlock. You know what I mean? Like that is a major issue that only affects the black community in that manner. 3 out of 4 black kids are aborted. Again, needs to be addressed. You know what I mean? Like these are special problems that you have to have a conversation about. And like they're 14% of the population and commit 50% of the murders. You may want to actually address them as a group rather than just addressing them as Americans. And yes, you need to make them Americans and have that conversation and go, yo, look, you're an American. I believe in you. You can get this shit done. There's no difference between you and me and you and anybody else in this country. You have the ability. You know what I mean? We want to give you the tools to do so, but you do have to address them as a group. You know what I mean? It just is what it is.
You understand what I was talking about. I'm done.
Doku, are you getting your ass on here?
I don't know. Doku might be a little hungover, but
good. All the more fun.
But how you doing, Pinoid? I haven't gotten a chance to watch your video yet, but do you want to shill it real quick and tell us what it's about a little bit?
Yeah, man. I just said Kanye tries to set up a talk with Kaepernick and Trump, and Trump radical blacks are not interested. And at the moment, I'm actually having a dialogue with somebody inside of the black community who fucking he actually like meets with fucking civil rights leaders and all that type of shit in my fucking comment section about this. You know what I mean? And like, I'm trying to stand here, you know what I mean, and actually have a dialogue with these individuals. Like, cause I think it's important that, cause like black people are the most conservative voters, like by far in America, period. Like as all of it goes. And it's really tough for me to stand here and go, you know, we shouldn't address them because they have the ability, I think, you know what I mean, to actually embrace American values almost better than anybody else inside of the country at this point. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, fucking that's kind of where I'm at.
Because they're one of the ones that have been most marginalized throughout American history by the liberals.
Yeah. Well, no. It's not that. It's not that. You know, it just, you know, they have a culture. And I like that. I like culture. I like American fucking culture. Like Americans who have culture. You have Southern culture. You have, you know, I mean, Boston culture. You have black culture. You know, fucking Spanish culture. And these cultures are what allows you to maintain the basic premise of who you are without having to actually sit here and, you know, be homogenized into the society as a whole, but still add to the fabric of our country. And that's a beautiful thing. And I like that. And I think we should promote that more as far as things are concerned.
Pinoid, I just want to say this. You have a very good way with words.
Dude, I try really hard, but like most of the time, a lot of people don't understand me.
Well, the problem with that philosophy is it's already taken to the point where, okay, I want to sit up there and promote the black culture. Well, does that mean you want to promote the culture of poverty? Does that mean you want to promote the culture of lack of police enforcement, of lack of individual opportunity? Is that the culture that you're trying to promote?
No, what's happening with the lack of police protection is the fact that these cops are constantly accused of attacking blacks, raping, and killing them. That's the reason why the cops won't go in these neighborhoods
but that's
anymore.
part, like it or not.
Accused or actually do it? Because I've seen some videos of some cops shooting people 3 times in the chest when they're unarmed and they're in basketball shorts.
Very few. It's like 0.01% of cops do that. 99.99% of cops are good. It's just
but also 99% of the cops that are actually charged with murder after an investigation like this actually get freed. So there's that too. The community has a beef
you're making statements that you can't back up.
I can't. The guy that shot that motherfucker in Phoenix, he only got fired. He didn't go to prison.
Okay, but the guy that shot that guy in Phoenix, all right, was doing it within the aspect, all right, of his job. Now, did he make a mistake and did these things happen? Yeah, it did.
A mistake?
Right? Yes,
a mistake.
It was because of the situation as a thing.
That's what I'm going to use. That's my defense if I kill somebody.
You can argue about that all you want. You're not going to fix the problem when a mistake happens.
You are so much fun.
It amazes
me. No, seriously. I only shot them 5 times.
Guys, quit screaming.
I only shot him 5 times. It was a mistake, Judge. You know? Come on. Hey, I got this shiny badge. Let me off. All right.
You had that guy reaching for what he thought was a gun, and you want to sit up there and go, oh, no.
He didn't reach for it. We saw the video.
I saw it, and I disagree with you about what I saw there. So if we're on a jury together, you and I are on a jury.
So that would be hell.
At that, and what I'm seeing is a difference. And you know what the difference is?
It would be a hung jury.
I'm not looking at the police officer as the enemy to start with.
Hey,
wow,
you would be a hung jury.
Can I say something? Guys, can I say something? There was a story about a cop that emptied 2 magazines into a guy that was walking away from the cops, had nothing to do with going on. He ignored the cop, and he had 2 magazines worth of ammo put into him. That guy went to prison for that. He was wrong. But most times, the stupid morons ignore the cops, pull out stuff at night that is the shape of guns or the size of guns, and get their stupid asses shot over it.
A Subway sandwich or a burrito wrapped in fucking tinfoil is the shape of a gun? Because that's what that one kid was killed over.
Okay, here's another one. There's another one. This kid had a toy gun that looked fairly real. He painted the orange part of it black, and in a park, he was aiming it at people. And a whole group of cops came up, and he tried to run with it in his hand. They shot him and killed him. This was like a 14-year-old kid because his stupid little ass was holding a toy gun and aiming it at people. I had a kid do that to me, and I called the cops on his ass. Yes, but the
cops doesn't know it's a toy though until it's too late.
You know what? I can count on 0 hands how many times I've called the cops. 0. None. You handle it yourself. You don't call the fucking cops because the cops don't know what they're doing half the time.
But the thing is, if you shoot somebody in most states, it's not like Florida where you have your stand your ground laws. Most states do not have that.
If I point a Nerf gun at you, are you going to fucking shoot me?
No, the Nerf gun. No. You don't understand that there are toy guns that look exactly like the real thing.
If I'm taking fire from someone, or I believe my life is in danger, and you whip out something that I at that point in time perceived to be a weapon, would I shoot you? The answer is yes.
And that has happened. Shoot too. And so have cops done the same thing.
And you would go to prison because you're not a cop. You don't have the badge and the get out of jail free card.
Actually, in Florida,
in my state, in Arizona, I wouldn't go to jail.
In Florida, a man and a woman had parked in a handicap spot. This old man that was handicapped asked them to move so he could pull in there. They would not move. The boyfriend came up at him, and because he was a senior citizen, he pulled out his pistol, shot the guy 3 times in the chest, killed the guy, got off because of stand your ground. But that's not in every state.
That's true. It's not in every state. But in Dallas, for example, there was a guy who stood up there was yelling at a kid who cut him off on a freeway. Okay, and when the kid came up to him, he was one of the local high school football players. Started reaching into the car of this 50-year-old man and started hitting him. Well, the 50-year-old man was armed and shot his ass dead. He also walked. So this idea that cops are the only ones who walk away when they shoot quote unquote unarmed individuals is inaccurate. And the idea that a cop, all right, who's constantly putting his life in danger is not going to sit up there and react differently than the average citizen, all right, is silly. It just really is silly.
There was 3 cops in that Phoenix hotel, and they shot him 3 times center mass, and you could tell he had no fucking gun.
I'm sorry, I saw him go back and reach behind his back.
MC. Well, how about the fact that like you only have a 15% conviction rate on all the murders in fucking Chicago? Isn't that a bit of an issue? Isn't that, you know what I mean, like a problem?
That's because it's run by a liberal mayor that neuters the cops and tells them they can't do their job.
Yeah, but I'm saying, isn't that kind of tied up in this? And it's the majority of it's all black men.
It is part of it. Yeah, that is part of the issue as well. When you got liberalism out of control, where they don't want to convict people, and you want to have things like, oh, I don't know, jury nullification, all right, and it spreads to this extent, yeah, it is a problem. But then again, you got people preaching it on this panel.
Damn right. Damn right I will. Damn right.
Also, most cops that shoot blacks, a majority of those cops are black or minority.
I don't care
Very
if
few
they
whites.
shoot blacks. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about them shooting American citizens.
Yes, the world
supposed
is
to
not
serve and protect. I don't fucking care about the
They're
race
not
of the
there to protect
you.
They are not there to serve you.
We don't need them. We don't fucking need them. Fuck them.
Guys, calm down.
People like you.
I'll get a goddamn gun and I'll fucking protect my fucking self.
You're not going to protect you.
No, you won't. Look, and Mad Dogs, let me tell you like this. In my neighborhood, when you know, I mean, like when I was younger, I've seen the cops come.
Baldwin Park, man.
I got you. I've seen the cops go into the fucking neighborhood and they get surrounded, and then the fucking people just take their fucking gun and their radio. You know what I mean? And tell them either A, you can have your perp, or you can leave. It's up to you. One of the two.
Doesn't this, from what I heard, and of course, you got to pay the old internet bill, but basically a lot of this come down to training and education. Because I mean, like,
hi, Cabby.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's one thing I heard. Women, female cops in I think certain states don't have to qualify for the physical exams anymore because
there might be different standards. No. That's a different subject. No, I think what a lot comes down to is, like MC was saying, here's the thing. With police, they have certain protocols in place. What are the protocols? If you feel like your life is in danger, if someone appears to be reaching for something, if you're going to a call where you're told there's a person with a gun there,
there is a difference between subduing a suspect and deadly force. There is a difference.
Not everything's like CSI, man. Not everything.
What I'm trying to say is,
you're the expert on that, Mad Dodge. Join the police force and show them how it's done.
They train you to, at least when I went to go and get my license to carry, they said you fire 2 rounds at Central Mass, which is, if you have a large enough caliber and you hit somebody, there's a good chance you're going to kill somebody. The terrible thing is, if you
killed a father, they killed a husband.
Oh, a kid got killed.
Anything?
But what about the Black Lives Matter people and the gangs that have walked up to cop cars and shot cops in the back of the head?
Well, I'm not saying call lives in jeopardy, but they sign up for the job to put their lives in jeopardy. Just like when you sign up for the military, you expect to be shot at.
What you're doing is you take a look at you claim that this is happening all over the place, number one, which it isn't.
Yeah,
Number
it's not
two
real
is you
happening.
say that it happens that it's always happening in these neighborhoods, which it isn't. All right, statistically,
I never said
proven
anything about that. I'm giving
well,
you
you basically said you want what you
I'm
do
giving
is
you
you
specifics.
take a look at a single incident or an incident here and there that aren't happening as often as you seem to want to consider, and
Or
you
the
say, you
news
know
put it out
what,
there.
we're going to have a perfect society, and this will never happen.
Bad
That
things
would be
happen
nice.
to good people every day.
On the other side, doesn't a lot of it come down to just like the education, like how much like civics education and like rights education you have? If all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, here's the thing, if a police officer stops you, you're not necessarily going to get arrested. If you have in your mind all of a sudden something terrible is going to happen, a lot of folks, they just fight or flight, they run away. Sometimes they react very poorly as well. If all of a sudden you know your rights, you're going to go into a situation, if a cop starts speaking to you, probably with a lot more confidence, right?
And also we have things like that one black woman that refused to roll down her window, told the cops to shoot her, and they broke the window down. She went to, like she was reaching for something, and they emptied their magazines into her.
That was, I believe, the officers were actually charged and actually found guilty of something. Was it the guy that unloaded?
Yeah, it was a female. Yeah, it was a female. You're not allowed to shoot women, like yo.
Dude, you're shooting at a car full of kids.
No, there was no kids. She was alone in her car. She was on the phone with somebody, and she basically said she was going to make the cops kill her on something she was on, and she refused to even roll down the window. She acted like she was pulling something out, and they broke the window and shot her.
Well, no, and when I have somebody, like I know MC stepped away, so I hate to take a swipe at him right now, but it just popped in my head. I have someone like MC telling me the cops are not here to protect me, and then I just have to fucking listen to everything they fucking tell me all the fucking time.
Okay, so
I
you
have to
think
let
all
them
cops are
just
bad?
shoot people.
Do you
I just
think
have to
all
let them
cops are
shoot
bad?
people.
Do you
No,
think all
I
cops are
fucking
bad?
don't, dude.
Man,
But
sometimes
the
you don't know
thing
the
is,
situation
there
of what they're
are
going
bad fucking
through.
cops. There are bad fucking cops. We have,
but you act
example
like
after
half of them are
example
bad. They're
after
not.
example.
Is the actual issue more of that a lot of the quote unquote bad apples that are ruining the bunch don't necessarily are cited by the good apples?
Yeah, they're not cited because the police station is pretty much a fraternity. They all hang out together. They all fucking eat dinner together. They all protect each other.
So we should promote a better culture.
The inner cities are fucking war zones, and everybody knows this. All right, every city, fucking Baltimore, New York, Philly, fucking Chicago, Columbus, Cincinnati, fucking Cleveland, goddamn fucking Trenton, Camden, fucking Atlanta, Louisiana, Baton Rouge. Like, and you name a goddamn city, it's a goddamn war zone on the fucking inside.
Baton Rouge,
and every one of those cities are liberal-controlled cities.
Well, dude, here's the thing. That sounds pretty fucked up because, I mean, if you got a lot of service members that are actually serving in war zones, if they're coming home and all of a sudden they survive overseas in combat and all of a sudden they come home and they get shot and killed, like, that's pretty fucked up. Like, this scenario shouldn't be playing out, should it? Not in the United States of America.
Yo, this is the problem. You know what I mean? Like, this is legitimately the fucking issue. You know, like this is what we're like, because you have all these fucking places where, you know, they're high drug areas. There's not a whole lot of fucking opportunities to be able to have, you know, I mean, regular jobs. We shipped our manufacturing all overseas, which was the majority of the jobs inside of these cities. What are you going to do? And I mean, you have to provide for your family. The moment you have a fucking kid and the fucking female is able to get on fucking Section 8 and welfare, and she's more likely to do so inside of an inner city, and then they take all that shit back out of your ass and you ain't got a goddamn job, you're going to sell fucking drugs to make a fucking living, or you're going to go to jail. It's one of the two. They don't give you an option. They go, if you don't have a fucking job, they go, dude, you're still got to fucking pay this goddamn money.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there also, I heard something about in California or somewhere, I think it was the West Coast, where you actually even have to pay for your own incarceration now. There's like
they do that here.
You do in Oregon. That's why a lot of times when someone that's married, their spouse ends up in prison, they end up having to pay the bill, so they end up divorcing the spouse, even if they're only locked up for a year or two. You know, it's like immediate divorce because they have to pay for the bill of them being in prison.
That's a debtor's prison, putting you in more debt.
It is, absolutely.
I
was telling people about this years ago. I said, you wait, we're going back to the Victorian times, and it will be debtor's prisons. We're going back to the days of, you know, Charles Dickens. who grew up in one, and they're doing exactly the same thing. It's bizarre. Fucking
but they haven't made the prisoners work off their
well, no, you never can.
Like
but you never can. Even if you earn the amount you earn is never enough to pay off the bill.
Yeah.
You can't even pay the interest. Or,
you work,
so it's a catch-22.
Wait, wasn't that happening to a country wasn't that happening to like Rwanda? Sorry.
Yeah, they can work their ass off and still not be able to pay an eighth of how much they are due.
Yeah, and then the thing is that they used to actually pass on the debt to the the next generation too, so they could keep them and work them to death. I mean that was the equivalent in Britain. That was the the slavery that we didn't have black slaves. We didn't have the tobacco fields or the
you had debtors in
fields.
prison that you used.
Yeah, well, yeah, and they were used in cotton mills and things like that. They were set to work. But yeah, they had no chance of any kind of. There was no, what do you call it? There was no social aspiration. There was no chance of stepping up the social scale.
There was no way they could rise above their stations.
No,
social status.
None whatsoever.
Back then, it's almost true today that wherever social status you're born in, you're pretty much stuck in it. Just a handful of people actually break away.
There's no, what do they call it? It's social mobility. That's the term.
28% of our fucking prison inmates are there for child support. Just so you know.
I've had friends that were in jail because of that.
Yeah,
that's why I don't have kids.
I'm saying these are the actual issues inside of the inner cities. That's the real problem.
Yeah, but there's a lot of guys who are dipping their wicks, and they they could have saved themselves that problem with a condom. They're not expensive.
Well, actually, they're free.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why are people worried about racism over there when, like you just said, there was no slaves?
No, that's the thing. We're not. That's when Black Lives Matter tried to make an impact over here, it was just laughed off. It's like, are you kidding me? There's no history of it. It just doesn't exist. So there isn't really. It doesn't. I mean, it's the people are importing these kind of like lunacies, but the trouble is that the people on the ground are just not adopting them because it's got absolutely no relevance.
I would laugh.
People think because you speak the same language that you must have the same social experience. Well, we don't. And black people who came over here, they came from Jamaica and they actually traveled here, because they had jobs to come to and they made lives here. That's why, if you're British, you're just British. We don't call ourselves African British or Italian British or, French British. There's no prefix to British. It's just British. That's how it works.
That's what it's American to be. You're American. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, purple, yellow, turquoise, rainbow colored.
Yeah.
You're American.
I've never understood that prefixing idea. I really don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
Somebody spell precipice for me.
I don't know.
Precipice.
Nope.
just Google a word and have it autocorrect you.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
PRE.
ICE. It's ICE.
We're not sixth graders. We don't know how to spell.
I have it. PRECIPICE.
Yeah, see?
I think you missed a vowel.
Yeah, it's PRECIPICE. Precipice.
I got it. I was right. Yay.
Mommy, wow, I'm a big cabbage now.
Yeah.
Hey, but the thing with England, you guys have the PCSJW morons, the Antifa terrorist scum, and the Muslim Brotherhood over there. So you guys are pretty fucked also.
Yeah, but the thing is that those are in very, very small pockets. These sort of people. I mean, they're in London. Maybe you've got them in a few of the university towns. University cities.
Well, cabbage. If you saw it all over Twitter, it has to be everywhere, right?
Nah, it's in very few. Usually, it's the university cities where this shit gets perpetrated.
But then we'd perceive the world differently if we're getting the majority of things from social media and obsessing over it.
If
the
that was
best
the
way
case,
to see the world different is traveling.
Exactly.
If that was the case,
exactly.
Then why is Britain one of the biggest SJW hellholes in the world right now.
Oh, Brits are very polite.
Because of
No,
because
Canada.
of government policy and people.
Well, they're both.
No, people are just not. No, there is a big aspect of that. There really is. It's just sort of like, well, because people, we're actually very liberal, and I don't mean it in the liberal American sense. I mean in the idea just let people get on with their own business.
Really, I mean, because y'all are taking away each other's butter knives at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. It's got ridiculous, but that is only in concentrations of cities. It is not. But it's the reason why we had Brexit. Okay, if it was that bad, then we would never have had Brexit.
I think
Brexit. We did, and you know
thing.
why? Because people are sick and tired of being fucking told that they're meant to be these nice little compliant creatures, and nobody wants to be told that, right? We are liberal. Yeah, we want people to be reasonable and just get along. Go along to get along, that kind of thing.
Well, it's not just that. Like a lot of your fucking outside of fucking, like your major city, a lot of the local municipalities haven't really recovered from, that lost decade that y'all had a while back. Where all your auto industry went down. You don't have any manufacturing or jobs for anybody.
No, but we've got a lot of service industries. We've got a lot
Those
of
are garbage jobs.
Well,
they're still
jobs. Pay highly. They pay highly.
Well, that's probably some certain levels of regulation and stuff like. Dude, here's the thing: if McDonald's paid you enough, I had a buddy back in the day. He's literally a rocket scientist now. He told me back in the day, hey, he's like, if I could make like $15 an hour working at Walmart, just kind of chilling stuff, he's like, I could do that if I could survive.
What position
It's
did he
amazing
have
what
at
people
Walmart?
do.
$15 an hour.
Well, he's a rocket scientist. I may or may have not accidentally caused him to lose some clearance, but these things happen.
Oh, I'm surprised he even talks to you.
What a dick.
Happens sometimes, man. Not a bad thing.
Honesty can be a troubling policy.
Well,
stay away from
so can bullshit.
As it is an open mic night, any of you guys have a story or any topic you guys want to cover? Let's move on a little bit. That way I don't have to yell at MC anymore.
Can I post a hangout on Twitter?
No.
No.
So it's not an open mic night.
The hangout is in the general chat for everybody. If they're a viewer, they can jump in, but Twitter, no, dude. Come on now.
I already told you I'm posting it on Twitter.
Then let me post it on Twitter. No, everybody
Here's
ignores
your
me.
story for the day, Mad Dog.
All right, go for
I
it.
can't place it on Twitter. I'm not a twit.
It's in the side chat.
Yeah, dude. You remember my internet issues at the beginning of the show? I can't open it.
MC, you need to teach the class.
Police officer sentenced to 15 years for falsely claiming she was shot.
What?
That is
How did you falsely claim you were shot?
In the wake of police shootings in Dallas and Baton Rouge, Sherry Hall sparked a manhunt with a phony attack story. Rookie police officer who caused an uproar when she said she had been shot without warning at a time when shootings were happening in Dallas and Baton Rouge had the nation on edge, has been sentenced to 15 years in prison followed by 23 years of probation. The initial report by Sherry Hall, now 43, in September 2016 sparked an intense manhunt in the area of Jackson, Georgia, about 50 miles southwest of Atlanta. She said that a black man, 6 foot, 250 pounds, wearing a green shirt and black jogging pants had suddenly opened fire on her and that she had fired back. A bullet was found in her protective vest and a shell casing was found in a nearby woods, in addition to 2 casings found near Hall's police cruiser. 2 months earlier, the 5 police officers had been killed in Dallas during an unprovoked attack, and soon after that, 3 officers were killed without warning in Baton Rouge. Was this another random attack on a law enforcement officer? Hall then fanned the flames of arrest by giving a television interview to a local CBS affiliate describing the shooting in detail. He was sitting down, and he come up to a sitting position. Hall told CBS 46 while the manhunt for her attacker was underway. At that time, he was coming up to a standing position. That is when I believed he drew the weapon. As I was coming up from the ground, I began to fire back. Hall added, for him to have such disregard for human life really angers and upsets me. He'll do this to an officer. How much more will he do it to a citizen on the street? The Georgia Bureau of Investigation began looking into the shooting, which happened shortly after midnight on September 13, 2016. Investigators found that Hall made inconsistent statements about the evidence, and when she was confronted with the video from her in-car camera, she stopped talking. The camera captured only 2 shots being fired, not 3, and Hall did not immediately radio for help, instead sending text messages. I guess Twitter is the preferred form of communication. 10 days after Hall reported the shooting, she was charged with multiple felonies. All right, witness tampering, making false statements, and multiple counts of violating her oath as an officer. She was also fired about 3 months after she joined the police force in Jackson, a town of about 5,000.
Well, MC, here's my big takeaway from that. Based upon her initial description, I find it extremely hard to believe that Steve Harvey would ever do something like that.
Hey, I got one.
Yeah,
It's a nice
funny.
Everyone say hi
Is
to
Hall
Epileptic
related?
Insomniac.
Hey, Insomniac, how you doing, mate?
What's up,
Hey,
man?
Insomniac.
Okay, so far.
Oh, we can
Yo,
hear you, and you're fuzzy.
Yo, is Hall related to Hillary Clinton? That's my only other question.
I don't know.
I
Hey, I got a story that's pretty fucked up.
like that.
Uh-oh. What's up, Canada?
Iceland's answer to gender equality compensate for differences between boys and girls. Boys put on nail polish and play with gender-neutral dolls, while girls are taught to be more courageous and self-confident.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Eleanor
making a bunch of butch bitches. That's all it is. It's creating a bunch of dykes.
Yeah, they have a 3-year-old girl saying,
I like
"I'm
Laura
strong."
Croft.
Fucking hell.
Well,
No,
no,
Laura Croft's good sexy.
No,
She's,
that's
you know,
all bullshit.
big-titted and looking
Okay,
good.
I'll tell you what, man. If I put my
They're making dykes.
I have twins, one boy, one girl. If I set them down in the middle of the floor and I dump out a bunch of toys, the girl is gonna go directly for the baby doll, and the boy is gonna grab the fucking toy gun, and that's just natural. That's what's gonna happen. They're trying to change nature here.
They want the kids to become
'Cause
lesbian
if
and
I
gay.
if I dump out a bunch of toys in the room, one of my daughters is going to gravitate towards the guns and the dinosaurs, and the other one's going to gravitate towards the
Yeah,
princesses
see,
and
you
fire
created
guns.
Wait a
dyke.
second. People are
This is
different.
bad genetics.
Hold on. Wait a second, MD. I have a serious question for you. You're saying while you grew up, you never had nail polish or eyeshadow or anything put on you?
Never.
No. And if it was, I was probably like 2 years old, and my mom was being a bitch.
Are you sure your sister or some girls you were hanging out with didn't start to put up makeup on you?
No, they didn't, and I wouldn't have let them.
Oh.
Hey, I went out one night and I went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show in Blackpool. And I went out fucking. I was a full on the transvestite with the basque and everything. I look fucking fabulous.
All right then. All right. MC has come out as a Democrat. Apparently, I'm a Republican, and yeah, cabbage is a transvestite vegetable.
There you go. I went for a single night because it was funny, and everyone was doing it. The entire town, because it was like the first opening night of
Cabbage, have you jumped off any bridges?
Not yet, no, but I'm planning on it. I mean, I've got my bucket list.
Hey, who jumps off it when you can blow it up?
Here's another one. Sperm-inspired robots could be the next big thing in drug delivery. These flea-sized drones could swim through patients' blood vessels and deliver life-saving medication.
What could go wrong?
The first thing it's going to be used for is THC. Everyone's just going to be getting high.
And it's made in the United Kingdom. Go figure.
And people will be asking, "Where's the Luba spooge?"
And these things are invented. Hey, and these things are invented in the United Kingdom. Go figure.
It doesn't
I
surprise me.
forgot to mention, you can't be offended when you come on this stream because no one gives a flying fuck.
Yeah, thanks again.
The views expressed on the Redeye stream do not necessarily reflect the views of Mad Dodge Productions.
Well,
or reality in any way, shape, or form.
It does reflect them because you have less idiots on there.
Well, I'm just looking up different things online.
Well, no, as it is
Everybody
open
in
mic.
the chat is a troll.
Did you want to go to a real story that's a little different?
Well, no, real quick. As it is open mic, and I've never met epileptic insomniac. Do you got a story you want to talk about or a topic? And say hello.
Yeah, tell us about yourself. We need to know. We want to dox you.
I've got a doxing story.
No, we could ask like ASL, right?
Yeah, there's nothing really to say. I'm just pretty much boring in general. I'm just here to see what's going on here.
GOP doxing suspect arrested, worked or interned for Dianne Feinstein, Jackson Lee, and other Dems. A Democratic congressional intern was arrested Wednesday and accused of posting personal information of at least one Republican senator during last week's hearings about sexual assault claims against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. U.S. Capitol Police said the 27-year-old Jackson Costco, C-O-S-K-O, that's why I said Costco, right, was charged with making public restricted personal information, witness tampering, threats in interstate communication, unauthorized access of a government computer, identity theft, second-degree burglary, and unlawful entry. Police added that the investigation was continuing and more charges could be filed. What else did he do? Hide a body?
Well, MC, this is precedent for.
Maybe they're going to find Jimmy Hoffa now.
Well, maybe we searched Yankee Stadium once, but no, does this not prove that doxing is bad?
only for freaking senators, apparently. Apparently, if you're in Congress, they'll get upset. But if
well, we should extrapolate this as well, right?
Oh, fellas, we need to give Mr. Insomniac some hell. He's never been on a stream before.
Really?
Breaking his cherry.
Oh.
Should we kumite him?
Can
I kumite first time?
No, you cannot kumite him. He is an epileptic.
Blood sports, goddammit.
No.
I've never seen a kumite.
News entertainment. Got to follow the old Stone Cold route.
Hey, do you guys want to hear who the next Nobel Prize winner might be?
Donald Trump.
There's 4 names: Donald Trump, Kim Jong-un, Pope Francis, and the American Civil Liberties Union.
I swear to God, if they do it to Kim Jong-un, I'm fucking done. Like, that's it.
No, I think they've got to do it just for comedic value.
No,
I mean,
I thought
seriously.
Kamala Harris was going on there.
Yo, like, how bad would that make Barack Obama feel for winning the goddamn Nobel Prize?
Yeah, I mean, he got it like 2 weeks after getting into office, and he'd done fuck all. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to give you this for being a black man. Well done. That's positive discrimination.
That's the only reason why he won that. It's because he was a black man.
He said a lot of nice words.
He won the Nobel
Prize. In the right order as well.
He went on an American apology tour, for God's sake. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And Obama kissed the hands and bowed to every Muslim leader in the Middle East. But when he went to Asia, where that's more common, he shook their hands.
Yeah.
Well, he would have bowed to the Queen of England, though, right?
No,
Yeah,
he
probably.
didn't.
He would curtsy.
Wait, what?
He would fucking curtsy. He wouldn't bow.
No, he didn't bow, but he just nodded his head. That was all. He just did
But
a
he
head
full
nod.
on bowed for every Muslim leader in the Middle East.
He took 2 wars and turned them into 7. Yo, and they gave him the fuck. Yo, they were using
Nobel
cluster bombs.
Peace. There's a clue in the name. Peace. I don't think there was much peace involved in what he did.
You forget, my man. Math is hard.
Yeah. Well, apparently so's fucking reality. Reality's hard too. Right?
He was selling cluster bombs to Saudi Arabia to blow up Yemeni civilians. Yeah.
Oh my God! 6.5 million pounds of beef recalled due to salmonella outbreak.
Yo, cook your beef. Cook the beef. That might help. Cook the beef.
Is Oregon on that list? But I buy my beef from a butcher shop.
Also, it has eggs too.
Yeah, but there was salmonella. Well, you remember that salmonella thing that happened? It was the spinach because the Mexican workers were shitting in the fields. They weren't allowed to have toilet breaks or whatever.
Eggs from
No, I think it was spinach.
No, not the lettuce.
Gravel Ridge Farms in Calman, Alabama, have been linked to 38 cases of salmonella in 7 states. They
Alabama?
are Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama as some of the ones that they named.
MC, did you really just post that article?
Yep.
Yeah, they had a recall on roaming lettuce about 3-4 months ago.
Oh no, no! I mean, I'm talking a few years ago.
I remember that. I remember that.
I remember it.
Yeah, that was the spinach thing, the spinach scandal. People shitting in the fields on the spinach and then packaging it up, and everyone got salmonella.
That's because they're paid so poorly. Now have toiletries.
From the food scandal, because we're ready to go to the New York Post has now posted a new one. A Thai sex hotel slammed for Nazi-themed room.
That's wow. like the third thing wrong with Thai sex.
A sex hotel has been
that is amazing.
as horrendous and disgusting for its new Nazi-themed room, complete with murals of Adolf Hitler, and behind the bed is a massive flag with a hammer and sickle.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Yeah, but I mean, come on. Everyone knows that chicks dressed like Nazis do look sexy. They do. You know, there is something particularly sexy. It's like
Prince
chicks
Harry
with guns.
isn't a gal.
Texas University offers counseling.
Yeah, exactly, which is why it wasn't sexy. And not
those
only
aren't
that,
women, those are loony boys.
but also, I would like to point out. I'd like to point out.
And a communist hammer and sickles mounted on the other wall.
Prince Harry is also a ginger, right? So he doesn't count.
Wait,
stop.
No.
Hey, stop right there. Did you just say there was a hammer and sickle paint on the other wall? That's not Nazi themed. What's going on here?
Answer to that, right? Rabbi Kanta, a Jewish religious leader in Thailand, said it's very important work exposing this kind of thing. I think the Israeli embassy would like to look into it. Why did you bother to visit it, Rabbi? Is that how you found out about this?
Texas University offers counseling for distressed students after Steven Crowder event.
God almighty. Oh, is that the one where he said, the ghetto, prove me wrong thing?
On Monday, Crowder set up a booth on a public sidewalk with a sign that read, "Rape culture is a myth. Change my mind."
Yeah,
change my mind. Usually
you can look at those liberals wrong, and they want grief counseling.
Seriously, yeah.
Well, no,
puppies and safe spaces.
I'm reading the chat, and I haven't read off anything from the chat yet. So let me do that. Doku says, "Keep an eye on Japan the next few days. That super tsunami should be making landfall tonight or tomorrow. It's tracking to just the southern island and moving north. 150-mile-per-hour winds."
So that's going to hit Fukushima then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hit Fukushima.
Yeah. I got a British story. Fucking audacious thieves steal 20,000 tons of lead from fucking church roof.
What? Oh my god!
That's common, mate. That's always been done.
And that lead's only worth like 50 or 60 cents a pound.
We need another Brit in here.
It's always been done, mate. People used to steal. I mean, it's a common joke over here about stealing lead.
How do you steal roofs?
Well, you just need. Look, it's called tenacity, mate.
Dude, there are people here that go into those giant towers and steal all the copper while everything's on.
Oh, copper's valuable.
No, they go into the towers while the thing's on.
What type of tower? What tower?
Those giant towers with
they're in the middle. They're in the middle of the woods. This is a fucking church in a town.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is what they do. It's this is what Jippos do, right? These are the Jippos.
Crackheads.
What? Well, no. No, they're Jippos. No, meth heads wouldn't be able to do this, right? These are proper Jippos. Don't tell me. I'm telling you. I'm trying to educate you. I'm trying to educate
Jippo. Define your term, Jippo. What is a Jippo?
You're a very strange professor, Cabby.
Yeah, well, you're a strange fucking student. So
I've been told that.
What's a Jippo? Yeah, please explain the word Jippo.
Well, it's basically a sort of it's a gypsy. That's what a Jippo.
Okay,
is. Like a pikey. A pikey.
I have no idea what a pikey is. I hear y'all use these terms, and I have no idea what they mean.
Yeah, it's sort of like, you know, Irish, you know, people who, you know, they move around.
Irish. That explains it all, right?
Yeah,
Irish.
Exactly. Yeah, See, need I say more?
I sent our favorite Jordy the link.
Hey, here's a weird story. Swiss toilets overflow with over 100K in cash.
Oh, why the fuck am I not in Switzerland?
Wait,
right now?
what?
Blocking somebody's toilet is one of those fucks past that you'll never live down. It's the kind of shame that makes you make a new state and assume a new name.
Oh, hey, Rat.
One isn't Poop Monster, Dave.
What are you talking
about? In
about?
Switzerland, someone found a way to clog their can in the classiest way possible by literally flushing money down the toilet.
Dude, that's cotton. That's like a paper towel. That's gonna clog all everybody's drains. That's terrible.
Okay. First off, Rat, why the fuck did you shave?
like
Aren't
bullshit.
you fucking Nordic, dude? You need a beard.
Hey, Rat.
The fuck? This isn't Rat. Get out of here.
Who are you and what have you
You
done?
look funny. You don't look like Meme's evil twin anymore.
Oh, here's another story. Spanish police found 8,000 pounds of stolen oranges stuffed in some cars.
Yeah, I heard about that one already. That was on Atama's stream. Atama did a stream about that.
That's a lot of oranges, motherfucker.
Japan.
Somebody needs some vitamin C.
Yeah, Japan's Osaka City has ended its sister city ties with San Francisco over the display of a statue depicting women forced to work as sex slaves for Japanese soldiers during World War II.
Oh, wow.
Sucky fucky $50. Nothing wrong with that. It's good work if you can get it.
What? Wait a second, Cabby. Did you not say you spent a week dressed up as a certain individual, so you frequented these establishments?
I didn't say a week. I said an evening, going out and watching a play, which was with Tim Curry.
Did you have fun?
It was brilliant. Yeah, the whole town was like it. It was weird. It was fucking strange. Everyone you're walking around, it was like everyone was dressed up in top hats and, you know, transvestites and things like that. It was, you know, just an event.
Here's another one. Thieves stole a minivan with a dead body inside.
That is great.
Does my garage have a sign on it? No, never mind. Sorry. Pulp Fiction.
Why is that an issue? It's like, what? They complained? It's like, hang on. I stole a van, and I did not expect to have this dead body in the back.
I swear, officer, we only stole the vehicle. We did not kill the man.
The body has nothing to do with us.
It was in the trunk.
That sounds like the fastest plea bargain ever.
Hold on a second. Epileptic Insomniac's me here. What's your opinion on this?
Oh my god.
Well, I want to know how the fuck you don't notice there's a dead body.
It was in the trunk.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that
trunk,
shit would smell. No, that shit would smell.
It takes a day. It takes a day before you
and
get
some
the
heat.
smell.
Yeah. No, I bought a limo once with my buddy. It was a 1980.
And there was a fucking
Lincoln
dead
Town.
body in it?
No. Well, we're not sure. The trunk wouldn't open. No, we bought this limo for $250, dude. You had to floor it, then ease off the accelerator to get to freaking go. I'm doing 20 miles per hour on like 5-lane traffic up in New Hampshire and stuff. My buddy's looking side to side as traffic's past us going 80 miles per hour. He's like,
bullshit.
we're going to die.
Bullshit.
Well, it eventually,
Bullshit.
it eventually broke down in front of cops when my other buddy was there.
Okay,
And the last
I
letter
think
was
you're
off.
having a. I think you're having a flashback to your GTA 3 fucking.
No, it's like 17 plus years ago. It's honestly past the statute of limitations, man. But we couldn't open the trunk. We didn't know what was in it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what it was.
Hey,
Welcome to GTA 3. Yeah, Jesus, you didn't even get into San Andreas turf. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Vice City cuts were excellent.
You are so worthless, man.
I got some good news here. The quest for extreme selfies has killed 259 people, according to a 2018 global study.
Wait, that's
Yes,
good.
Darwinism at its finest.
Darwin Awards for everybody.
That's terrible.
They said they would like to introduce no selfie zones on the tops of mountains, tall buildings, lakes, drowning, transport accidents, falling, and death by animals, electrocution, fire, and firearms are also appeared frequently in reports from around the world. I'm saying this is like, Darwinism is working. All right, we just need to like promote more extreme selfies.
Oh, it is, mate. Yeah,
show.
I mean that's the thing, Tom. Right? I mean, this is the whole point, right? All of these fucking lunatics, right? All these lesbians and all these people who want to go, end caps and incels and.
You're angering many communities, Cabby. Just get to the point.
Yeah. No, I'm saying
that
they're going to breed themselves out of society. They're going to fail to breed themselves into society, so they're done. They're done and dusted. All of these crazy fucking purple people. The lunatic, crazy fucks. They're just going to breed themselves out of, or lack of breeding, themselves out of society. So good, and fuck them. They won't be missed.
Hey, here's one. A woman receives 150 tropical fish after ordering a table on eBay.
Okay, all right.
You see, now that's not Darwinism. That's just IQ.
Well, no. No, you just sew the fish together, right?
No, these were all live fish. They sent her 40 bags of water containing 150 live fish instead of a table.
That is fucking horrible.
Was it a fish table?
No. Okay, buying stuff on eBay is a lot like Tinder. You can read the descriptions and look at the photos all you like, but that's no guarantee that whatever you click on is safe to bring home. That's how one Londoner who thought she found a small dining room set for her dreams wound up sharing a flat with dozens of confused fish. Becky Smith.
What about the woman? She was pretty confused as well. She'd have to fucking fork out for it. The fish hadn't had to pay anything. They just got a free accommodation.
When she won a 185-pound eBay auction for an expensive-looking glass table, Lux leather chair set. So when the two massive boxes arrived at her home, sometime later, she and a friend immediately started unboxing, except boxes were a bit too light for allegedly holding an entire dining room, and the pair soon discovered why. Inside were the 40 bags of fish.
Well, that's all right. At least she's got dinner,
Wait, was she filming an unboxing video? She's unboxing like her new living room set, and it's like, here's 150 fish.
Yep, they have a video on YouTube.
Yo, dude, I'm watching this. I'm looking at this selfie thing, man. It is amazing. Like, apparently Indians really like to take pictures of themselves getting run over by trains.
Oh my God.
Leave E.T. alone. He needs to make a collect call.
Right? Like there has been multiple accounts of this happening. Well, there's like they take like 5 selfies.
Of all the
train close, and then holy fuck, I'm gonna die while I'm giving a peace sign.
Well,
I'll tell you what though.
Of all the people you would expect to understand karma, it would be the fucking Indians, wouldn't it?
I'll tell you what. I've done telemarketing, and I wanted to get ran over by a train. So maybe there's a correlation here.
Yo, man, there's like this dude's over here. He's pointing to a spot of the place where 3 teens were caught pointing at a train when they got ran the fuck over, taking a picture of themselves.
Yeah, it'd be even better. It's like my brother got run over here when this happened, and boom, you know what I mean? You could make it like a family tradition.
New ice bucket challenge: get hit by a train. All right, try to get a picture as close as you can to a fucking
train on your head.
Hey, here's another one.
Cow catchers, not cow catchers in India, like human catchers in the front of the trains in India, and just fucking.
Oh my God!
No, we're not promoting ice and kicking the bucket things. No challenges like that.
Yes, but instead it's trains.
Train challenge.
Donate $20,000 to the ALS Foundation and get hit by a fucking
that would
train.
Be so cool, man. Yeah, it would be so good because Ben Affleck, I would pay to see him do that.
All hail to Blu-ray.
Hey, here's another one.
He was never a Batman. He's a fucking hamster. The man is a
Batman.
Joker. Yeah, Ben Affleck is not it. He's a fat, chubby little prick.
Isn't he a pikey?
Are you still? No, wait a minute. Are you still going on about that goddamn movie, Cabby?
I am. I'm sorry, but it was an abuse. It was an abuse from my
No one
brain.
cares. You may not like it, but other people do.
I care. Nobody else cares, but I care.
It was okay.
West back.
Hey, a
I
man
have to express myself.
approving unemployment benefits for his dog.
What?
Well, was it a service dog?
That's not so surprising. Yeah, but that's not so surprising. People have got credit cards for dogs and stuff like that. So, you know.
We had collections once for a cable bill, and we looked for like little burrito or something like that, and it was a little chihuahua.
One day, a Michigan man named Michael Haddock was checking his mail, and to his surprise, saw an unofficial-looking letter for the state of Michigan addressing his dog, Ryder. It was for the state's unemployment insurance agency, telling Ryder that they were sorry he had been laid off from his work at the restaurant and that he had been approved for a cool $360 per week in unemployment benefits. The confused Hancock, if Ryder was working at a restaurant, why had he never brought back any doggy bags?
What is that fucking film? You know, with the
Ace Ventura.
Jesus, with the rat. No, the rat.
Ratatouille.
You know,
Ratatouille.
Yeah, Ratatouille.
Ninja Turtle. It was Ninja Turtle.
Turtle
The
Power.
rat's name was Splinter.
Oh,
Ratatouille was the one I was thinking.
I get it.
I don't care. I'm talking about Ninja Turtles now. Now
Well, you can talk about what you like, mate. I'm not oppressing you.
Stop oppressing me about my Ninja Turtles. God damn it.
I'm not even oppressing you, Nate.
Cabbages and gorillas are natural born enemies.
We have a gigantic panel tonight. We have a gigantic panel because I'm doing the open mic thing. But Rat hasn't got to say a single word. Hey, Rat, is there any stories or topics you want to talk about? What's up?
No,
this is
obviously.
a British guy.
So let's carry on.
That was it.
Oh, hey,
I fucking tried.
Kumite, nigga. Kumite.
There are too many. Well, give me a minute and I'll see if I can find some gym news.
Our Thai friend.
You're an American artist. I thought you were a fucking British person. I'm sorry.
What?
No, you see, you got hoodwinked. You were hoodwinked.
That is
Good God.
bravest of insults.
He's not American or British.
No.
What is he?
He's a blimey.
Sounds American.
Norwegian.
He's an Antipodean.
No, he's Norwegian. He'll run at you with a fucking big ass
Oh
axe.
yes, sorry, yes, he is.
He's a Russian. He's a Russian. I got you. Okay, he's a Russian.
What?
Yeah,
He's a Russian.
He's a stealth commie.
better Russian.
And he looks like memes with his fucking beard.
Well, as long as they don't have a red, white, and blue flag, we're fine.
Stealth commie.
I need to shave.
It's the limey version of ZZ Top.
Every girl's crazy about a sharp dress, man.
That's are being quite racist right now.
Yes, we are. You fucking Russian. I don't want to hear you not. Stop interfering in my election.
We're being racist. We're all white. I think all of us are white. Like we can't be racist.
I just became white a few months ago. Okay.
All right.
I'm the only female on the panel.
Are you trying to tell people can't be racist, Madodge?
Yeah, look, we're diverse. We got a chick.
I am
the only fucking female on this panel.
Hey, I'm not racist.
I'm the only one who's willing to stand up to you bastards.
God damn it, we have way too many. We have way too many women on this panel.
I know.
All right, the Russians kind of getting me to start liking him a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's actually pretty good.
Is Putin giving you orders directly?
I don't think the people of the early 1900s understood the mistake they made when they gave women the right to vote.
Oh, dude, you need look here, bro. I'm gonna put my channel up.
You have no idea what you've just done.
You need to come over here. Wait, that's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Wait, is that what I wanted? It might have been what I wanted. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Where the fuck
Yes, Doku. I know that Amy got arrested at a Kavanaugh protest. I posted that earlier today, Sugar.
We're all going to hell.
You need to come sub to my channel. I have lots of things to show you. I'm so my life. I got lots of things to show.
You sound like you're fucking grooming now. You sick
Right,
I'm doing a real show, right? Well, there'll be like 50 people over there in like an hour.
I got some things you gotta come and see, baby.
Oh, real show, gorilla motherfucker! You need to shut the fuck up.
Why were you throwing shade at me there, Peter? What the fuck, dog?
What have you done to Tom? Oh my god, Cabbage is at half hit points, and Tom is like squealing in some gorilla tongue. And freaking all I know is like my sister from another mister, Amy Schumer, got arrested. What's the deal with that?
God damn it! Every time you open your mouth, you make me want to punch you in the face.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Well, trust me, it's not just you. It's everybody.
Yeah, remember, man, she's like one of those alien bitches. She like the moment you have sex with her, the next day you're gonna wake up and a fucking baby's gonna crawl out your fucking stomach. You be goddamn careful.
Nobody is having sex with me except for my fucking husband, you gorilla-looking motherfucker.
Again, every time you lean your head back and motherfucking close your eyes, I know you're not thinking of him, baby.
Hey. I just found something really messed up.
No, maybe Harley Quinn, but that's okay.
Hey, I just found something real messed up.
Yeah, I think about Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy.
Yo, fuck that doxing
guy will let you hunt him down for $10,000. For an extra $2,000, he'll do it naked. And then it says,
wait, hunting naked? What's going on here? What are we talking about?
An unemployed guy will let you hunt him down for $10,000. For an extra $2,000, he'll do it naked. And
Does this guy live in
let
Florida?
me be clear here. He means hunt to death, the ultimate sacrifice. The proceeds, of course, are for the family. I can only assume he wants to see the opportunity for more than one hunter.
Yeah,
this sounds like a Florida activity.
It says Albany. It says New Country Albany in Albany.
What the hell's New Country Albany?
It's a radio station that's talking about this.
There was
Dodge.
Does anyone remember the film? It was like with Ice Cube or
Ice-T. It was Ice-T. Man.
Yeah, Ice-T. Yeah,
it had Gary Busey.
Tank Girl? You mean Tank Girl?
Yeah. No.
That was an amazing movie. I love that fucking movie. It was
really
great.
good, man, wasn't it? That really was good. I enjoyed that one.
I know what you want to talk about.
You're talking about where they take the homeless guy?
Yeah, I remember that.
Apparently freaked out many cats around the country. G.O.B.
Tom, what was the name of that film again? Because I do want to download it.
Wow!
I had it a couple of times and I've.
Well, no, and see, Cabby, that's
I've
why
never archived it.
That's why I'm like, you're still bitching about Batfleck. I mean, dude, you stole the movie. Like, come on, you didn't even fucking pay for it.
But exactly. Yeah, but my brain had to be in. That cancer was inserted into my brain watching this fucking thing.
I respect Christian Bale for retiring.
A woman is arrested when police find $110,000 worth of bull sperm in her garage.
What the hell was she using it for?
She was trying to make the world. She was trying to have a baby. That was the situation. You don't know what the fucking deal is. You don't know what sperm does.
Ooh, it was bull sperm.
That's just wrong.
I thought sperm did one thing.
The newest state fair food: dried maggot grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, sounds like shit. No bullshit.
It's
sounds like fucking National Enquirer. What are we doing now?
No, this is not a joke. This will be served in California State Fair this year. Remember the last time you said they could keep deep frying anything? It would be awesome. Guess not.
Wait, what?
My favorite thing is deep fried Oreos. Have anybody ever had deep fried Oreos?
No, I want to try deep fried Twinkies.
Deep fried Oreos are the best. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, maybe deep fried fetus or something.
Dude, it's like taking the black hole for your health and deep frying it.
Yo, funnel cake. God, I've been having funnel cake forever.
Night.
All you need to do is, get an agreement with, Planned Parenthood, and you can have deep fried fetus. That'd be fun.
But no, just no.
No, really. Why not? I mean, why waste?
No, because you'll make people like JQ start to support that. Wait,
hey,
people
it
parts?
said that Amy Schumer got arrested at Kavanaugh's hearing.
Don't care. I don't care about Amy Schumer. I hope she fucking dies a slow, horrible death.
She's a
I hope her
brilliant young
kids
woman.
don't
I
learn how
saw
to
her
read.
wearing a bathing suit, a really skimpy bathing suit on some magazine at a store. I literally threw up in my mouth.
Why? Like, yo, she's not unattractive. Like, I still
you
tag
can't,
her.
you know, you can't put a walrus into a fucking bikini. It just doesn't work.
Like, I have fucked way worse than that. Like, way worse.
Yeah, exactly. But that's more a reflection of your low standards than it is about her.
Yes, it is. I be horny sometimes. All right.
The only thing that's worse would be Kathy Griffin in a bathing suit.
Why I don't know what type of body she has. She might have some titties. I don't know. Like, I have no idea what she
looks like.
That's just too bony.
She looks like a cancer. A cancer.
Looks like a Holocaust
survivor.
survivor.
Auschwitz.
Yeah. No. Looks like something. It's like the Philadelphia story.
Are you saying that Amy Schumer in a bathing suit is actually worse than Tess Holiday in a bathing suit?
Who?
Jeff Holiday?
I don't know who that is.
I've never seen him in a bikini. I've never seen Jeff Holiday in a bikini before.
He's got
Jeff
Holiday.
That's new to me. When did he come out? I didn't know
Jeff Matt at VidCon next year. They're gonna be in fucking bikinis.
Jeff Holiday looks like the lead singer of Korn.
No, he doesn't.
Does he have dreadlocks and shit? Because if he has dreadlocks,
he used to. He doesn't anymore.
Oh, I would
He
smack
does a little bit.
any white person who has fucking dreadlocks, you need to shit slapped out.
They do. They need to be slapped. Absolutely. Or braided hair as well.
White girl
and Atema, yo, did you hear Atema try to say she's not white because she's part Slavic?
Yeah.
I thought she was part.
Actually,
I mean, how much more white can you get than Slavic?
Dreadlocks
lose the dreadlocks, yo. Grow your hair out. You're a goddamn white person. Quit bullshit.
Dreadlocks weren't only a black thing; they were a Nordic thing, also Vikings. There's tons of different other cultures that have.
No. You're wrong because dreadlocks are very different. Dreadlocks are matted hair. The Slavics, that's plaided hair, right? It's all plaiding.
I don't know. Yo, the words coming out of your mouth don't make any sense to me right now. All right.
Wait,
I enjoy.
No, I'm saying that like there's plaids, right? You know, like when you're
plaids, like a flannel shirt. Is that what the fuck you're talking about?
No. You know, like plaids where you're doing them. You know, like you get three
like braids.
Pieces
braids.
Of hair
talking about braids.
Braiding, exactly, like braiding, right? Braiding was very like northern European and stuff like that. But that's got nothing to do with dreadlocks. Dreadlocks are basically about matted hair.
But when the hair that's plaited become matted.
No, it doesn't because they actually wash it and they don't keep it.
Predators have dreads.
That's the point.
And predators have dreads.
Dreadlocks
I'm not even looking at the
about
chat, and I know Atema's losing her mind right now. I know Atema's flipping the fuck out like at the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just did that because I know Atema's in the chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she probably is out.
Big difference between plaiding,
Tom.
Might not be
God
here
damn it,
anymore,
Tom.
I don't see her. I don't see her at all in chat. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, there she is. I knew she's here.
Oh, she left. She's gone right now.
Yeah, but she'll be joining now. Yeah, she left there. She's coming in here.
Okay.
She's probably done reprimanding her children and coming to reprimand the children here.
God damn it. I'm not going to be here when she comes to reprimand me. I'm fucking tired of being reprimanded by a fucking female.
Yeah, so you're gonna run away just like her children do?
Yes, exactly. Well, number one. Number two, I don't get reprimanded by a female. I will not let a woman talk to me any sort of kind of way unless I'm fucking them. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the situation.
Is that why you shut the fuck up when I start talking, you whiny little bitch?
Wait a second. So while you're making love to a gal, you'll listen to her views on intersectional feminism. You're like, oh, that's a very good point there,
yes.
hon.
If my penis is inside of her, I don't care what's coming out of her mouth.
Yeah,
you know
she can say anything. You're out there. You see, that's the whole point. It's got nothing to do with her opinions. He gives a shit.
I don't give a fuck. She can turn into a fucking rocket scientist while I'm fucking her. I won't even really notice.
So she discovers the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. I don't give a shit. I'm just fucking
life, universe, and everything.
Well, I thought it was 40.
23.
No, 42.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 23. I don't remember. I actually just
No,
saw
it's
that
42.
movie.
It's Douglas Adams. It's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great movie.
Well, no, I'm reading.
Well, no, it wasn't a great movie. The books are good, and the TV series was good, the original. But the actual movie sucked.
The movie was funny.
Sucked.
It was good.
We need more fish.
Sucked. You'll never convince me.
Stop being a hipster and telling me to read the book instead of watching the movie. Okay?
No, I'm not
going to
saying
read
that.
the
No. No, like I said, the original TV series, which was done on the BBC, and that was really because you got all the jokes out of the books, right? And that's what made it really good. That what they did with the movie was so bastardized, you missed all of the really good bits out of the book. They cut so much out.
Hey, Cabby, just wait. Pinoid can't read. It's okay.
Well, okay, that's fine. Well, that's all right. Look, we'll do it with
just because
we can do it sign language, semaphore. What do you want?
Just because you live in Canada and all you Canadians can read, don't be trying to rub it in my face. All right. God damn it.
I got you. You're born in Canada. You can't even read a map. Anyway.
I don't know how time works. All right. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Mad Dodge lives next week. Tuesday there in fucking November. Something like that. I don't know.
Wait, he's a time traveler?
Wait, is it November 2nd? Fucking hell, I'm getting wasted. It's my birthday.
No, don't talk about time traveling.
Bitch, please. Then it means I'm older already. I don't want to be older yet.
That is the best way to have a three-way is when you're wasted. Your fucking dick lasts forever. Home. Get that first one off and then just bang out the rest of the day. You're good to go.
But no, I'm reading the chat.
That's why you always ditch one before you.
Real quick, Cabby. Real quick. I'm reading the chat. John Doe said something pretty funny. People who know nothing about dreads comment on dreads. News at 11. Pretty good.
Don't care. I say things, words come out of my mouth, and I'm entertaining. That's the whole point.
Welcome to the internet.
Well, no, I think you're being generous. But...
Mark Dice started a petition a while ago and tried to see how many people would sign it. The petition said, "I am a moron." It took over 100 people before somebody actually read the petition to realize that.
It's not the first petition he's had people sign.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's Russian bots. That's what it was. It was Russian bots.
I am 30 subs away from 1,200 motherfuckers. Go ahead and sub a Tom piece.
Hold on, wait a second. I just realized something. Pinoid, were you that guy that set up the petition to end the suffrage of women?
Yeah, and I set up a petition to fucking give Philadelphia to New Jersey.
And you're buying your subs.
I say give California to Mexico.
Why would I buy subs? I'm not putting money into this YouTube thing. I'm just seeing how it works out.
No, Pinoid's grinding. He's grinding up against many communities, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, I get it done, dude.
Yeah, no, I just need to become a MGTOW. Maybe I'd be at fucking 15,000 by now. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. People like you. You know what I mean? People kind of like me. I'm just really interesting. You're a likable guy there, Mad Dodge. You should sell out.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like, be a SJW. You can get 1 million subs.
Well, nice. Imagine what I could do.
I'm not doing that.
If he could achieve that, I'd go stellar.
So why don't you?
Wait, Cabby. Who likes you?
Everybody does. Everyone loves to hate me. That's the great thing about it, you see. It's a love-hate
that's because you argue with folks and you're very often right.
I have not talked to my Jamaican buddy. My Jamaican buddy stopped talking to me because of you, Cabby. I feel some sort of kind of way about that.
Wait, Cabbage offended somebody you couldn't?
No, Cabby stood here. Cabby said that this Jamaican guy was my slave, and he started calling him a homosexual for like an hour on the country. And now he won't talk to me anymore.
That's terrible. You bullied the Jamaican dude off the internet.
God, that was a while ago.
Yeah, he's not making content anymore. He won't talk to nobody. He just
Sounds
stays in
like a
his
liberal.
house.
It sounds like a liberal.
Holy shit, Cabby. Like, you're better than I am. I made a chick cry in 20 minutes. I think
You
that's
mean
pretty
I'm better
good.
than you are?
But
You know that. You've always known that.
how the fuck do you run a Jamaican guy that's probably so baked he doesn't even know where he is off the internet?
Well, honey, it's easy to get people off of the internet. And Cabby can go for days when it comes to fucking screaming at people.
He didn't even scream at him. He was just fucking with them the whole time.
Hey guys, did you hear about this? Deranged liberal professor shoots himself in protest of Trump.
I feel like this Jamaican thing's a better story at the moment.
I remember that story.
I'm getting flashbacks.
Oh no!
on the mirror in the bathroom for the janitor to clean up all the blood.
Yeah, I remember that professor, he ended up bringing a firearm onto school grounds, shooting himself in the bathroom, and then he taped $100 presumably beforehand with a note saying, "For the janitor, for your troubles."
And
As
he was going to shoot
out.
conservative, and he was going to shoot conservatives that day. And he still has his fucking job.
What? No, well, he's on administrative leave. No, here's the thing: was he going to shoot conservatives? Because I mean,
yes, he was. He was.
Did he not make the choice that many folks say before turning the gun on someone else, turn it on yourself?
Yep, and he shot himself in the arm.
John
Yeah,
Doe
what a
in the
weak
chat
ass way to
says
go.
Cabbage Head wins arguments
die.
through long-winded attrition.
Yo, they changed the
one
name.
technique. That's only one technique.
Yo, they changed the name of the stream to interview with a gay Jamaican, and then he got really mad. He's like, "Bumbaway, what the fuck is this?"
Oh my god!
he's like, what is this podcast? Yo.
No, I know what that hole in the ground emitting fire was. It was actually Cabbage trying to go home, and then Sans like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
No, honestly, it was so funny. It was the weirdest exchange that I've ever had in my life. But it was like, it's one of those things. It's like, well, it's happening. I'm gonna roll with it. So you make of it what you will.
He was like, I like your accent. He's like, I like your accent too, man. It was like, yo, it was great. Oh man, he said, "Are you trying to go out on a date tonight?" Oh, yo, it was fucking epic. Yo, literally, this Jamaican dude just stomped and stormed out of my house. He's like, "The fuck, man? Like, yo, why the fuck you letting these guys talk this way about me?" I'm like, "Dude, this is the internet. You don't know how the fucking internet works, nigga. Like, yo, defend yourself at all times."
Wait, what stream was this?
The cunt stream.
No, this is how. Yeah, this is where we met. I think, wasn't it, Tom? That was when we met.
No. Me and you met on here. And then I drug you on there. Like, I gave you the link and you came over.
Oh, right.
Out,
So
like,
it was a bit later. Right. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, the cum stream was funny as fuck. Yeah. And they never invited me back either. Because apparently I'm there, and they won't get
No. They love that shit, dude. But you do that all the time. They will pay you to come over there and do that shit.
I can do that any day.
That's kind of their thing.
Hey, I remember that video where these liberals were chanting that they wanted to join the Space Force to kill space dragons.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
That's terrible.
Fucking otherkin bullshit.
Leave my dragon
Yo.
can be.
In the white trash no state, we're gonna have a space force, and we're gonna put trebuchets on top of our spaceship. The trebuchet illegal aliens back into their solar
Oh,
system.
you're still running your mouth. Thought you had shit to do. Go the fuck away.
Oh,
yo, Sirius, you feel some sort of kind of way when I shine, don't you, baby? It's okay. I know. Your pussy's wet when a real man shows up. I know.
Oh, shit.
Are you done talking
Bullshit.
yet?
Well, no, Pinoid, Cabby and I went on a black nationalist stream once. And,
why have I not been sent this link to watch this? God damn it.
I've been on that fucking black national.
I love you guys.
National fucking shit.
How long?
damn.
I was on there by myself for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then Cabby.
And you were fairly fine.
Yeah, Cabby saw the hangout link. He jumps in, and then they're about ready to kick us both, like immediately.
Well,
I went on there with me.
Well, to be fair,
Hey, no. I was reasonable. I was really reasonable. I was actually trying to debate them on this stuff, and then the thing was, I got them down to the point where they were willing to accept. I mean, they wouldn't quite accept it, but they were actually saying that they wanted a black ethno state.
Cabby, you may have ruined the Mississippi campaign. That's the thing. With you on, you actually helped unite them. Then you weren't around, and actually those two kind of broke up, and they actually had a massive debate the other day.
There you go. You see?
I've been. I got
influence. I'm an influencer. I'm an outlier.
Cunt.
Yo, I go over and
cunt.
What?
He's a lying cunt.
Who? Yeah.
Means he pulled me onto that fucking black ethno state stream.
I asked a question and I just didn't mention certain things.
Where we were going?
I just asked if you want to talk. Why would it matter where you're going?
Why is the gorilla not invited to these fucking streams? Seriously, like, why am I not invited to these streams?
But that wasn't the one that Matt and I was on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That was the one that they offered to debate me on, and then backed out at the last minute.
Well, nobody wants to debate a woman. You're not real people, all right? Like,
oh, sugar! They backed out after offering to debate me, and I was gonna let Cabby be the moderator.
Well, to be fair, it was on Brother Craig's stream, and CSG actually had a falling out with him.
Apparently, no one respects me, but everyone wants me as a moderator. So work that out.
No, I want you to come in. I want you to come in and just hang the fuck out and do what the fuck it is you do best. You're way more interesting as a fucking guest than you are as a goddamn moderator.
No, actually, he's quite good at both.
Yeah, I don't really care about his moderation skills. I want him to go the whole way the other way. I want him to fucking like make people feel like they want to question their sexuality.
Sorry, whatever. There are happy days, the heydays and the high days.
So we've learned we need to keep gorillas away from lettuce.
Yeah, I will poop.
And also, you gotta keep them away from the poop. They'll smear it everywhere.
I will throw it. I hang out with a turd flinging monkey. He has taught me how to fling turds.
Turd fling is crazy. Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Yo, I believe this is devolved into nonsense. But again, the next time you are on Brother Craig's stream, you need to come get Tom Pease. Like, yo, because I am your ghetto ambassador and I have a hood card which is fully operational.
Well, to be fair, the Mississippi campaign, as at least according to Cabbage, is promotion of of kind of an ethno state. If you're promoting the white trash no state, I believe you and Brother Craig could have words.
Yes. That's I am promoting the white trash no state. We're not going to have street lights, just people who leave their Christmas lights all year round. All right, they're going to leave them up, and then then we have people to light the streets. We will have our entertainment where we have people with trash can lids, duct tape in their chest, right, and they're going to fight in the middle of the street like gladiators. We're going to, instead of 4th of July fireworks, we will have like fucking meth lab explosions. It's going to be great.
But I like fireworks. I went to a show the other day. The guy had a helmet and everything.
Our main export will be teeth and restored cars. Our main imports are going to be Mountain Dew.
Oh, God.
Wait, no Sunkist?
No, Mountain Dew. Okay, this is white trash.
No, Dew's okay, but I want my Sunkist.
You're not part of the white trash no state.
Okay, well, load up the trebuchet and aim me into the Pacific.
The white trash state.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be launched out of there. You're ka-chung. You're done. You're out of there.
The white trash state will be full of liberals.
Yeah, and the white trash no state. If you have a credit score above 450, you get trebuchet the fuck out of the white trash no state. Okay.
All right, I'm back. I had to find the Dodger game. The playoff game just started, but I have it quiet in the background. Oh, go Dodgers, motherfucker! We're going back to the World Series.
Watch Urinating Tree.
Do I watch what?
Urinating Tree. Fucking he covers like sports stuff.
Oh no, I don't actually watch any sports YouTubers. I probably should.
Oh, yo, this dude is amazing. Yo, he like makes fun of everything and like he breaks down like whole seasons in detail and every week in the football and the NFL and shit. It's fucking amazing. He is spectacular.
Well, no, and I was surprised to find out you were a Niner fan too. Like I've been a Niner fan since Steve Young. So yeah, I've been a Niner fan for years.
I've been a Niner fan since Joe Montana. You know what I mean? Like fucking because he grew up down the street from my grandmother. You know what I mean? Here, I'll put this shit in the side chat for you. Check this shit out.
All right,
Go sub to this dude. Sub to this dude. Fucking, he is amazing. I think he's a Pennsylvania guy, to be honest with you. There's a bunch of those like real car reviews, and him are fucking Pennsylvania guys. Like fucking, they do big shit. If you have a chance, watch them, check them out. Support.
Yeah, no, my buddy Coffee with Comment, he's from fucking Pennsylvania.
A lot of us, man. A lot of us are right here from PA, dude.
I'm not.
Fucking Hard Bastards from Pennsylvania, Aiden Pounds from West Virginia. Fucking there's a bunch of us out here doing our thing. You know, we get it in.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm from PA too. I'm not in Pennsylvania.
I know you're not in Pennsylvania. You're in not America land.
I'm from Florida.
Oh, you're Florida, man?
Oh no, man! You gotta watch him. He might be smoking meth right now.
Fuck you, dude.
That's why he's not talking. He's hitting the pipe.
No, I'm looking.
He's on the bulb. He's got his bulb. He's heating the bulb.
I'm looking for stuff to talk about.
Are there noodles in the
I
bowl?
don't smoke.
I know you're in your bathtub hitting the goddamn light bulb. It's okay. We're not mad at you, buddy.
Wait, was he Uncle Fester? Put a light bulb in his mouth and just turns on?
Memes, you can tell you're not from Florida because you don't understand how crystal meth works.
Yeah, you don't understand the bulb.
Only liberals
man,
smoke
yeah,
meth.
seriously,
They're the
that's the thing. You don't even know the references, man. You idiot.
No, Walter White was cool.
Now go back into
He
the
made poor
fucking.
choices.
No, go back into the channel.
Poor choices. He got
Go
rich.
back where you belong.
I didn't see the last episode of Breaking Bad, so shut the fuck up, me.
What? What? It's literally the best ending to any TV series ever.
Don't fucking ruin it.
You leave the stream and watch that right now.
Never watched.
Yeah, look, he gets shot in the shed, and
Cabby,
dies.
Cabby.
It's
Cabby.
Forget it.
Stop.
Bullshit.
Stop.
Yeah.
Cabby.
Well,
fuck you.
It is.
If that's how it really ends, I'd fly into fucking Europe.
I got it. I've never seen it at all.
Never.
That's exactly how it
Highly
ends.
recommended.
He just gets shot in a fucking barn, basically, and yeah, that's it. Walter White is dead. He gets shot, and it's over. Just mourn if you need to.
Cabby, you are a terrible vegetable.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? That's like, to me telling you the fucking ending to fucking Lost or something if you were like binge watching it. And I'm like, oh, by the way, the whole last season fucking sucks.
I thought cabbage was a fucking legume or something. I don't know.
But no,
I am a legume. I am a nitrogen fixer.
But no, it is open night. It is open mic night, so you don't have to have news stories. You guys can just bring up a topic if you want to talk about it. Pinoid, I don't care about the 19th Amendment right now, so don't even start.
Yeah, I'm not bringing up a 19th. Dude, I got my own show to do tonight. I'm just enjoying myself, getting myself in a proper mood to where I need to be. We're having some fun.
He's getting in his groove. He's getting groovy, baby.
I'm getting in my lane right now. God damn it! So you got to practice your fucking craft if you want to get good at it. You got to go on other people's shit, do all types of stuff. You know what I mean?
He's getting into Chicago state.
They're saying that Brett Kavanaugh is to be cleared of sexual assault soon.
He was never charged.
No, I'm saying they're ignoring everything.
No, but there's no evidence. Nobody's provided any evidence.
Yeah, I know, but they're saying
it's all unsubstantiated. It's just nonsense. The poor bastard. I really feel sorry for the guy. Well, not only him, but his family. I mean, Christ, his poor kids. Can't imagine what they
were trying.
Because you know what kids are like, right?
Yeah.
You know what kids are like, right? And so the other kids are going to be, kind of being nasty to each other. That's what they do. I mean, his kids have obviously suffered. They must have done from this,
What the liberals were trying to do is aggravate Kavanaugh to the point where he left, like they did Ben Carson when they accused him of having extramarital affairs behind his wife's back. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to run them off.
They almost did it though. Did you see the Kavanaugh's testimony?
Yeah, I heard he lost his shit.
He got fucking pissed, and you could see it on his fucking face. He started pointing at him and shit. Like, he got fucking mad. But he didn't he didn't do what I would do. All right, I would have lost my cool, got up, walked up, and socked the fucking bitch in the face. Fuck you. I didn't.
Yeah, but Mad Dodge, right? This is the thing, Mad Dodge. I don't get what people really took exception the fact that Kavanaugh got upset when he was actually presenting his evidence, right? And he got pissed and he said, "Oh, he was ranting and raving." He wasn't ranting and raving. He was just being forceful about, I'm pissed at these false accusations.
To be fair, I think the proper response from MD would be, they say, "Sir, have you ever blacked out while drinking?" He reaches underneath the table, cracks a beer, is like, "I like beer."
Oh, dude, I would have pulled out my flask. I mean, like, what's up? I'm drinking some JD.
Yeah, but I mean, no. I mean, in all honesty, it's like, I mean, it's awful. But no, I mean, at the end of the day, the idea that he was ranting and raving. Can anyone tell me he was ranting and raving? There was no.
He wasn't. He was just mad.
There was nothing. Yeah, he was pissed. He was really just pissed off.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't falsely you be accused? Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you could have been more calm, cool, and collected?
Mad Dodge, do you mind if I invite somebody with 70,000 subs on?
Holy shit!
No, not at all.
Right. Bring him in. Embarrassing Mad Dodge.
Wait, is another Senate candidate?
No, fucking it's Gutenberg.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
Steve Gutenberg.
No, just a guy named Gutenberg. He's cool
as
fuck.
He's
cool.
Yeah, he lives up the road from me.
Yeah, his printing presses are kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like the release of information.
Oh, what's up, people?
Hey, Doge,
hey.
You ended up with a hangover last night, or are you all good?
No, I woke up with kind of, the afterbuzz and shit, but I was pretty much good. It's that Irish blood.
I passed out. I fell asleep.
Oh, dude, when you wake up still drunk, that's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, but you ended up. Yeah, but Mad Dodge, you ended up kicking me, you fuck.
Because you were asleep on a stream.
Yeah, you were sleeping, dude.
I know. I can never fucking criticize Redbeard ever again.
I did go back to look at that stream to see how long it was. It's like 5 hours and 40 fucking minutes.
Oh, dude. Like, I'm probably going to stream a second time tonight because my wife's in Portland, so what the fuck else do I have to do? So there'll probably be another late night madness.
Oh, she's making a baby elsewhere.
I might come hang out with you this evening. I've got to do a stream of corruption with Nurgle.
I listened to the first 10 minutes of that stream, and Matt starts off with, "Well, we're doing a quick stream here." 5 hours and 10 minutes later.
Yeah, it's quick. It's fast, man. No worries.
Yeah, it's subjective.
It's like a fucking traffic jam, all right? Come on now. You live around Boston. Come on.
It's a good chuckle. There's nothing wrong with that.
I travel north.
Nothing like getting drunk and putting all your stupid shit on the internet for everyone to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you some love there, Mad Dodge. Fucking, he's gonna be on here for a little bit. All right.
Cool, man. Thank you very much.
Hey, Matt,
I got a lot of love for you, right? You know what I'm saying? What up?
Who's gonna be on here for a while?
My boy Gutenberg can come on for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hang out, fucking chill. He said he'd be over here for a couple minutes, fucking, so you come hang out, chill, fucking. You know what I mean?
Let's see how long it takes for us to offend a much larger YouTube channel.
Hey, Matt, can I get my YouTube channel in chat?
Game on.
Oh no! Me and him, yo, watch. We're gonna go back and forth here for a few minutes when he comes in, because he ain't nothing but a piece of shit German cocksucker anyway from fucking Northern PA. He don't do shit. Fuck that motherfucker, yo. He's a fucking asshole. As far as you need to stop pissing in my fucking river, as far as I'm fucking concerned. Fucking asshole.
So Tom is done stretching now.
The asshole pisses in my river all the fucking time. Cocksucker. Goddamn.
Do you have a freaking
you love him anyway.
links on my channel there, Chris? If so, then go ahead. You can show your channel. I don't care.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I got a wrench. I just wanted to ask permission before I did it.
What, man? Don't be asking permission.
You don't need to worry about this stuff, mate. You don't have to worry about asking permission in this.
Just fucking do it.
It's not a permission place.
Walking into the Redeye is kind of like walking into like a pub fight where you know everybody. It's just like assume you're going to get socked in the face a couple of times, but you'll calm down over a pint, hopefully.
Exactly. Everyone's friends.
Walking into the
Redeye. Well, it's common courtesy to go on somebody else's channel to ask if you're going to promote your channel.
Well,
yo, look here, man. You got to what you got to do is you got to test. Yo, you do the temperature check is a situation. All right, you see where the deal is. You see whether or not the individual is going to get offended about what you're doing.
Oh snap! Dodgers hit a home run already. Their first.
Fuck off with your rounders, you bullshit little.
Hey, whatever. It's the playoffs, motherfucker.
Yeah.
The teams I wanted to go to the World Series are fucking eliminated.
World Series, World Series. What? Include the world, right? Yeah.
Hey, where are the Cubbies, buddy? How about the Blue Jays?
Where's the rest of the world? Where are the Cubbies? Where's the rest of the world? Where's everybody else? Nobody's playing it. Hey, it's fucking rounders, you bunch of girls.
Yo, my boy Gutenberg's here, you fucking faggot, pissing in my fucking river and shit. God damn it.
God damn, we're gonna.
Oh my god, 3D glasses.
Oh yeah.
Now we're gonna start it off, Tom.
Yeah,
that's how we're gonna start it off. You've been fucking hiding and shit, not coming around, pissing in my fucking river and whatnot. God damn it.
For those of you who don't know, Tom lives downriver from me in the horrible part of Pennsylvania called Harrisburg.
I've been there.
Oh, so you do pee upriver from him?
He literally drinks my sewer water.
Yeah, when I was going to school,
you're on the good side of town.
The other town close to us, only 4 miles away, was Harrisburg. We always called them sheep fuckers. So, Tom, do you fuck sheep?
Yo, don't be asking me these fucking questions, you goddamn Canadian. All right, fucking, you are not allowed to fucking stand here and ask me what the fuck it is. I'm the god of the goddamn internet. All right, and Gutenberg lives up there with all those goddamn sheep and horse fuckers on a regular basis.
Jesus Christ, I do own horses. That is correct, but I am not fucking sheep up here in North Central Pennsylvania.
But he didn't deny fucking horses.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay. We'll give you the sheep, but what about the horses? Do you fuck the horses?
No, I don't fuck horses, my dude.
No, sure.
Yeah, I'm
no, we can only take your word for it.
Mr. Medica was talking about that a bit the other day.
Gutenberg, dude, I haven't seen you in like 2 months, man. What the fuck's been going on with you?
I had bronchitis for the last 3 weeks, and I've just been fucking chilling.
Nobody got time for that.
Ooh, that's sucks.
Yeah,
ain't no horrible. I've had it once.
I had that shit. Fucking miserable for like 4 days. I was fucking down. That shit was awful.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Man, it's tough.
That shit's been going around. That's why I want to outlaw fucking schools. And I mean, fucking like all these little germ factories.
Yeah.
Kid home with the consumption and all this fucking ridiculous nonsense.
Kids are germ factories. That's what they are.
They send a kid home with consumption and tuberculosis and fucking polio and shit and the mumps. It's fucking horrible.
Wait a minute. Polio? Dude.
Hasn't that been eradicated since the 30s? I don't know what the fuck
it's come back again thanks to all the diversity bullshit.
No,
it was eradicated in Western society.
There are still cases of Black Plague happening even today.
Yeah, but it's easy to cure with antibiotics. We have plague in the southwestern area of the United States.
If you catch the Black Plague, you fucking deserve it. That's all I'm saying.
What? Really? We don't have any of that kind of nonsense.
There is a plague going on. It's called disease that lives in California.
We also have yellow fever here.
Yeah.
I think dengue disease. I think it's called.
We need a good pandemic.
Isn't dengue disease? It's very much like that thing you get from the deer ticks or whatever, the Lyme disease or something.
I think it comes from mosquitoes. I think.
No, it comes from ticks. Deer ticks. Best way to know it, you get bit, and it has a big, pretty much a big ass bullseye forms on your side where you've been bitten at.
Yeah, Lyme disease. It's no joke, man. Lyme disease is serious. I watched a real close friend of mine had Lyme disease for a while untreated, and he has issues with seizures and shit now. Like it's no fucking joke.
Yeah, I know a dude.
It's like malaria, right? It never leaves you. You're stuck with it.
I know a dude like he had to close his own eyeball on a regular basis because like half his fucking face went
closing an eyeball.
fucking.
What?
Yeah. Like he couldn't blink because half his face was fucking like dead from like a nerve damage and shit from the Lyme disease.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, if you don't treat Lyme disease immediately, if you don't treat it within the first like 5 years, it can have irreparable damage to like your soul, your whole fucking like nerve system and shit.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Lyme disease. I had a tick bite me once and the motherfucker died. You know what I mean? So fucking, I'm not concerned about it.
Okay, you had too much alcohol in your system. No.
Well, hey, let me clarify that Tom lives about 20 miles from a nuclear power plant. Okay.
He's Homer. Homer Simpson. It makes sense now. Tom,
the only nuclear power plant in the West that ever actually melted down. Just so you all know.
Homer Simpson. Okay, I've got it now. Yeah, that butch image, the big butch fucking gorilla doesn't look so butch no more. Now I'm just seeing Homer.
Yeah, dude, again, Homer will fuck your ass up in case you ain't goddamn noticed, Cabby.
Right? Let's watch him fight the chicken.
Yo, what? Yeah, no, that's Peter.
No, that's Family. That's you're right.
That's Peter. Homer whooped motherfuckers' asses and shit. He got it the fuck done. I don't know what you talking about.
I was thinking.
Homer shit. He eats donuts very well.
Fuck, I think we're watching different shows here. What's fucking wrong with you? How far are you from 3 Mile Island? Like 20 miles, like really, right?
Yeah. For the most part, I'm actually legit. I'm in the city, so you know.
3 miles from 3 Mile Island. Oh,
it's a fucking nuclear power plant in the middle of a river. It's called 3 Mile Island.
That's smart.
It is smart. You can pump the river water in if the plant gets too hot or some shit like that. I think that's why they built.
That's what they use to cool the fucking reactors and shit.
Yeah.
No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, but it's the only one that ever melted down in America.
No.
And they're still cleaning it up at this point. What?
No, yeah, it's like Chernobyl, right? Same sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
No. No. Nothing ever really got out. Like Chernobyl was like
They say that. They say that them bros down there in Middletown, like they be born with the goddamn faces melted and shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get laid and you got issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, Middletown is a good place to go find some goddamn pussy. Middletown bitches is yours.
I think they were finding like 2-headed toes and shit for a while down there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Fucking frogs with like 3 eyes and shit. Like, and fucking
gay frogs.
Fucked up.
Turn into fucking frogs, gay.
I saw a white spider with 3 shit. This is where Tom lives. He lives downriver from sewage and by a nuclear power plant. That's what's wrong with him.
Wow, you're in the best side of town.
Yeah, don't let him bullshit everybody. All right, they make a fucking dam out of an inflatable waterbed every fucking year. All right, they pump up a giant air mattress and make a dam every year over there. All right.
This is how butthurt liberals are. City with street name Paul Manafort Drive votes to change name. That's how butthurt liberals are.
Well, whatever. They've been ripping down Confederate statues for how long now? But nobody seems to give a fuck. Let's just erase our history. That's
you got some awesome internet up there in Canada.
At least they voted on it.
You're doomed to repeat it.
Yeah, I don't care about those statues. I don't support losers.
Who?
Huh?
Restaurant that's
losers. I don't support losers.
No, I thought you said Lutherans. I thought you said Lutherans. It was like, where's religion come into this?
95 is a big number.
Who's a loser?
The South's gonna rise again, buddy.
Who's a loser?
Lutherans are rising again.
Yeah. Pennsylvania. Southern bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
Who's a loser?
What do you mean? Who lost the Civil War? Is that what you're asking me?
No, I'm asking who's the loser that you're talking about.
The South. The South is a loser.
Oh, we lost Civil War.
Trigger
I know that.
We don't care about the South. All right, we deal with Southern people all the time.
No, nobody cares what MADDS has to say about anything to do with the South.
Oh, it's just
he lives in the North. He's just a Yankee now.
Well, the Great Northwest.
Well, no, he's a Canuckastani who was born in Louisiana. Right.
Yeah,
so fucking he now lives in
he abandoned his homeland. I mean, that's all you need to know.
He migrated.
I was 2 years old. I abandoned my homeland.
Yeah, you abandoned your homeland. Yeah, well, if you'd had any commitment, you'd have stuck it out.
I gotta agree with the cabbage doll here.
Dude, that's like when MC Rancy's like, "Where were you?" means when all this stuff was happening. I'm like, grade school.
Hey, restaurant sedated lobsters with marijuana under investigation.
Well, no, marijuana actually calms the fuckers down. It's a great tool. By the way, I better load a bowl. I'll be right back.
Nearly 18 million in cocaine seized in donated boxes of bananas.
That's a crime.
Wait, what, bananas or lobsters?
No, the lobsters was one story. This is another.
Bananas ate the lobsters, and then they
were
they
the
stoned
lobsters
them,
on
and then
blow, or were they on pause?
No, the
they got
lobsters
raped.
were in a restaurant, and Charlotte's legendary lobster pound remains open, but has stopped selling lobster meat sedated with pot.
And the lobsters were drugged and got raped. They were looted.
What? This other one. And then this other story, somebody donated a bunch of bananas that were supposed to be overripe, but instead there was $18 million worth of cocaine inside of them.
That's a great party.
Yo, that is a really good party. Cocaine, lobsters, bitches.
I mean,
yo, that is a good party.
That's the VIP card you want. You know, you want backstage on that one.
We need to make cocaine great again, right? Get rid of all this fucking heroin.
We need to make
Make coke great again. Huh?
Make lobsters great again.
Stop stepping on the shit.
Oh man.
What the hell have we done?
I don't even know what channel I'm on. I don't even know who you guys are.
Are you having fun? It doesn't matter. Are you having
Hey,
fun?
did y'all hear about
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
14-year-old boy that's running for Vermont governor?
Oh yeah, I think Stick is voting for him.
Running for or running from?
Running for Vermont governor. His name is Ethan Stowborn, but he's a Democrat though.
He's gonna lose.
Gas him.
Wait.
Take him to the chamber. Go and have a shower.
No, only if it's like the laughing gas from Little Shop of Horrors, because we know everyone wants to be a dentist.
Hey, Zyklon B never hurt anybody.
Oh.
Never hurt nobody.
Did you guys hear about this? 2 elderly men sneak out of nursing home to attend heavy metal festival.
That's awesome.
Awesome. I hope they hit the mosh pit. But Gutenberg, you're on Mad Dodge Productions. I do the Redeye stream. That's what you're on right now. I think I've seen your videos before. But what kind of stuff do you do?
I haven't done anything recently. I don't need to talk about my channel. When I said I didn't know you guys, I just never seen you guys around. I always join smaller streams. I just didn't know you guys. Yeah, I subbed to you.
You like to patronize.
Gutenberg's cool as shit, man. Fucking yo, he's one of the coolest motherfuckers I know. You know what I mean? Like, but he's always supported. He's like AP. You know what I mean? He'll come down here and support us little guys and help us out and push us up a little bit. You know what I mean? Fucking, I'm not quite as little as I used to be. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, I'm almost up at 1,200.
Yeah, you passed me up.
Oh, I didn't know he worked for the Associated Press.
Yeah, he did.
Who?
You.
No, I don't know. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. He said AP.
No, fucking, no. Fucking AP the Frog, man. Fucking, he comes down. You know,
Frog's all right.
Praise Pepe.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, Pepe's dead. I mean, that meme is.
Whatever.
His life. Knuckles needs to come. Knuckles. I like Knuckles.
No, Pepe.
No.
Knuckles need to come back.
Yeah, it's just so funny. I don't understand why.
Oh my god! I just found the video of when my ex got her head stuck in the bed.
How the fuck do you get your head stuck in the bed?
Dude, again, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about your ex getting her head stuck in the bed as much as y'all don't care about fucking making a fucking gauge and making leave the internet. All right?
That's actually pretty cool. I like that story. I actually like that story, dude. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, it was just an occasion. That's all. It happened in passing. It was not intentional.
Yeah. I'm sure it wasn't intentional there, Cabby. I'm pretty sure it was intentional. Stop bullshit.
What?
Repeat said scenario, but I literally was just like working on my notebook, and I was like this almost, and then so I was out, and I was like, all right, and then when I went to go put my head back through, I was like, you were leaning through as a blind pressure.
What the hell? Yeah.
That was my girlfriend telling me the story when I realized the point that she was stuck in the headboard of the bed. Her head went through the rails.
Dude, good job. Like,
he didn't cause it. He just did it. It just happened, and now.
So hang on. Your girlfriend's got her head stuck in the fucking bars, and you end up recording it. Right, rather than
wait. Separate rooms.
You are fucking echoing a lot, dude.
Yeah, you are. Dude, put some fucking headphones on.
Hey,
you dick.
here's a really fucked up story. Smelly passenger dies of tissue necrosis after emergency landing an airport. Russian rock guitarist on his way home from vacation reportedly smelled so bad the other passengers began to faint.
Oh, that was a while ago. That was back in, what was that, 2017?
June. No, it was in June.
Oh, was it in June? Right, okay. It was relatively.
I'm just going through stories, and if I see something interesting, I say it.
Yeah, no, that one was, yeah. Well, that's like, but you had the same thing with people with gangrene as well.
Do you guys see that video of Butterball Schumer getting arrested at that protest?
Oh, I heard about that. I didn't see it, though.
Yeah, her and some other famous broad got arrested down in D.C. for protesting the Kavanaugh thing.
Good. I hope they threw away the key.
It was a publicity stunt. They did that on purpose.
Hey, this dumbass gets a stick of dynamite and uses it to break into an ATM machine.
The math checks out on my end.
Yeah, that works. You know what I mean? Whatever way you get it the fuck open. You know what I mean? Don't really matter. We're from Pennsylvania, though, so we're probably not good judges of how you should open an ATM machine. Yo, I'll be out there. Look here. When I was a kid, you'll check it. I have a story about this. Right?
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Okay, so when I was a kid, right, I was locked up. And when I got locked up, they took me to fucking court. And you know what I mean? They had all the fucking kids in a big holding cell underneath the courthouse. And fucking there was a little 8-year-old kid there who he was so little that they had to use zip ties on him because his hands were too little to fit the motherfucking handcuffs and shit. He kept slipping out. But he was 8 years old and he was using a screwdriver to break into a fucking ATM, and that's what he was being charged with because he wanted to go buy a fucking Reese's peanut butter cup.
I love Reese's.
Oh,
do you remember back when they breaking into soda machines with salt water?
What?
The old Tom from
saltwater taffy.
Way back in the day, you used to be able to do something. I was a kid, but I've seen people do it, but I never did it. You poured salt water down in, I think it was the coin slot, and it short circuited the soda machine, and you could literally, it would just start spitting out money and sodas and shit.
Whoa! You had that with the original cash machines. You could go with if you had a little bottle of water and you could just spray it into the thing, and the money would clump up, and it was counting it, so that the money would end up sticking to itself. You could get double your money.
That's actually pretty genius.
I remember putting 50 cents in the machine, and when you hit the thing, you hit it extra hard a second time, and sometimes you get a bonus soda.
Oh wow,
that works to me on the.
Hey.
Well, we had it. It was great in Britain. You could get free phone calls. All you had to know was where to hit the phone. There was a particular point in the phone, and it would just drop it to being an engineer's call, and you could just phone anywhere.
No, you had to make a specific sound for that.
No. That was the Captain Crunch thing. That was different. Okay. No, the Captain Crunch thing was a different one where you actually use the tones to drop the line.
Are we talking about serial or telephone call?
Yeah, I'm confused.
No. Captain Crunch.
It was a toy. It was a whistle.
It was a toy that, it was a whistle, and it was a dual tone, and it would, if you whistled it, then it would drop the line, and it would put you onto an engineer's call.
It would basically give you a free call with a payphone.
Yeah, exactly. But that wasn't the same thing as I'm talking about. This one was just all you had to do was hit the phone at the right place.
I remember back in the day
when part of the play, and you could smack it, and they would give you free phone calls. It would just, I don't know, it somehow interrupted the electronics or something, and it would just drop the line. You just give it a couple of whacks. I mean, you had to be pretty, give them a good smack, but then you ended up with free phone calls. We should do it all the time. Never pay for anything.
You could do that with
Like,
payphones
phone
back
calls
in the day if you tapped on the receiver end thing real quick. Like there's a certain pattern you could do. To
Oh
make
yeah,
money
that's
with
right.
this
Oh
thing.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Before that one, that's where you could literally just tap out like
That's
Morse
probably
code.
the reason
You just
why they
Morse code
pay
the number.
Down, up, left, right, away, select start.
Up,
Well,
up,
no.
down, left, right, BA
Yeah,
start.
Well, like back in the day, what you used to be able to do was like
cab.
when they had the rotary phone still active, what you would do is like you could tap out the fucking number on the thing, and it would fucking
Yeah, it's
like
like
actually
Morse
dial the
code.
number.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Hey, Kim Jong-un brought his own toilet to summit with Trump.
Yo, you know he's about to win the Nobel Peace Prize. All right.
I heard that.
See here, our toilets are not good enough for that little bastard. Oh
no, he's
it's
not.
war with him now.
Vernaculus covered that story a year before it came out.
Say, what the fuck is he gonna win for? Most of his own people killed?
Yeah, that would be. That'll be quite a title, wouldn't it? You can imagine that certificate behind your desk.
They put Kim Jong-un in there because they don't want Trump to get the Nobel Peace Prize.
The only way he'll get it is if he signs the peace treaty with the United States and South Korea, and then
Dude,
they'll probably
that's
give
already
it
been
to him.
signed. The war's over.
Actually, no, because Kim Jong-un decided something. I forgot what happened, but he threatened to bomb some unit or something. Something happened, and he threatened to go to war again.
He threatened to bomb many people.
Oh, the last I checked, they were removing the landmines and returning the dead soldiers to each other.
Well, I think they were actually talking about. I thought they were talking about spreading like bandoliers, like down the thing, because there's like 500,000 or 1 million or something mines, so they have to.
I bet you half those mines won't even go off because they're so old.
Yeah, exactly. They're all rusted. So, but
Some
but
of them
the
will.
thing is, there's a lot of body parts as well mixed in with them. So, yeah, it's all pretty disgusting, really.
So since we're at a good point in the chat, I think we can all agree that pineapple has a solid place on pizza.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
No, it has no place anywhere near bread. Yeah,
No.
yes, it tastes good, but you can add it afterwards. But you don't put it on the pizza.
It's
You don't-
not actually Hawaiian pizza. It was actually made in Canada.
It just makes things soggy.
Memes did that on purpose. Don't let them fucking bait you. But yes, I like pineapple on pizza. But anyway,
Soggy, so you like soggy pizza, fine. So you like sloppy bush.
So, what? Anyway, moving on. Pinoy, you always have something interesting to say. What topic do you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
Man, I don't know, dude. I got a show in about 15 minutes. Y'all motherfuckers need to go over here and watch my motherfucking show. Right? We got T-Tac from fucking Golf City coming on tonight. I'm going to try and get Gutenberg on for a little bit. He can hang out.
Hey, put your link, dude, and I'll sub you. Hey, Pinoy, put your link in Hangouts, and I'll sub you. I'll go watch it.
Okay, hang on. I got you. Copy. Yeah, fucking man. Listen, I can't talk and do things at the same time. I'm retarded.
Yeah,
it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. This is a good point to just wrap it up anyway. Gutenberg, it's nice to meet you. I have seen some of your videos, so thank you very much.
I'm already
for coming
subbed to
on.
you.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
I'm already subbed to you.
And I think we're gonna wrap this thing up right here. This has been the Redeye stream number 180. I think I'm gonna probably do. It was pointless. It was open mic. It was pointless. I was supposed to have a topic. I'm probably going to do another stream later where I actually have a topic. A Patreon of mine was supposed to wake up, but she didn't.
Lily. Yeah,
so,
Lily the pink. Where are you, Lily?
Yeah, no, she'll wake up sometime. And then I'll probably do another one. My wife's in Portland. I have nothing to fucking do tonight. So, good night, good luck, and don't fucking move to France. We're out of here.